across from Family Video in Muscatine. Rivo on Facebook for examples of their work.
Uptown Motors reminds you it's time to winterize your vehicle, and Uptown Service is here to help. We'll inspect your Muscatine. Just in time for winter and just in case.
At Non-Emergency Transport, we serve as an extension to your family by providing prompt and comfortable transportation for the elderly, individuals in wheelchairs, medical patients, or anyone in need. Whether it's a doctor's appointment, hospital discharge, or even a family event, 24/7. Non-Emergency Transport services the Muscatine, Quad City, and Iowa City areas. Call 299-3513 today. Non-Emergency Transport, safe transport. That's our promise to you.
Dal and I were kind of talking, this could be, a lot of people have Iowa City West as the favorite to win this district. So it's kind of a three-horse race. Pleasant Valley is trying to get back into that race. Muscatine and Davenport North are already there. And so we're trying to figure out, who's going to kind of separate themselves into that first tier to be in that first two teams that automatically qualify for the district.
And it was palindrome.
A palindrome, yes.
Okay, all right. That's something I'm going to write down and look up later. I don't know if I can say it twice, but I said it once. That's all I need to know.
It's like a velodrome with the cycling in the Olympics.
You should interview Ben Nitzel at halftime.
No,
you guys would have fun trading words like this.
Ben is easily the most intimidating person I interview, and it's because I was such a young child in his house. He's the older brother of one of my really good friends, and I was always scared of Ben. Ben's a sweetheart. He's my kid's principal, amazing person. But he's the only person I really interview, and I've interviewed like Alan Alda, and Ben is more intimidating to me than Alan Alda was. But it is crazy to think of all the important games I've experienced as a football player have typically been in Pleasant Valley Stadium. So the teams are coming back onto the field now.
Teams are coming back as PV now takes the field. A little different format than what you were used to, folks. That's why you had just a slight bit of dead air time. We apologize for that. We're waiting for we know the routine at home in most venues. They have the national anthem before the kids come out. And I got no problem with this. I always think it's great to have the student athletes out here for the anthem.
And this is a game, again, where we're looking at almost contrasting styles. Muscatine wants to spread you out a little bit to come at you on offense, and Pleasant Valley's offense is coming directly towards you. And another feature of the evening is quarterbacks have the play clock tonight, which we've seen a couple of delay of games at home this year for Muscatine. Some of that's because you can't see the clock. There is no play clock. And on the road so far this year, we've had the benefit of that play clock.
Which is nice. PV team is in the end zone. And now, folks, we're going to pause for our national anthem.
Northeast part of Spartan Stadium. We welcome American Legion Buffalo Bill Post 347 and join Drum Major and Amaya and the Pleasant Valley Marching Band in the playing of our national anthem.
Great rendition of our national anthem by the Pleasant Valley Marching Band. PV on the field. Muskie's about to come out. Folks, we're going to take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back for kickoff. You're listening to Muskie Football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hello, this is Jimmy Greenhoff from Toyota Muscatine, and I would love the chance to earn your business.
We have a great selection of new and used cars. Now is the time.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, please come down, give us a shot. We'll help you out in any way we can.
Hi, my name is TJ Deere. I'm the general manager here at Toyota Muscatine. Our information is free, so give us an opportunity to earn your business.
Home is your most valuable asset. Protect it with a metal roof from Affordable Metal Manufacturing.
After a hailstorm, we had damage to our roof. We got a new steel roof from Affordable Metal. The service was excellent. The contractor put it on really fast, and my wife and I love that our new steel roof has added value to our home.
Call Affordable Metal Manufacturing in Muscatine at 563-264-8212 and ask about their standing seam roofing sale.
To my right, Kyle Heim from the Muscatine Journal and Matt Koss, Quad City Times sports editor.
And a big thank you to Pleasant Valley's athletic director, Deanne Kramer, who, that's a tough part of that job. They've got enough stuff to coordinate, let alone the out-of-town media people, and they made plenty of space for us, and we're very thankful for all of the visiting athletic directors who make sure that we can bring you these games.
All the years I've been coming up, Joel, you and I coming to do games, she's been first class.
So Muscatine's going to receive the kick here.
Nathan Hamilton will kick off for the Spartans. And the Muskies have Eli Gay and Tak Portilla standing inside their 10-yard line. Pleasant Valley in the home. Dark blues, the Muskies, of course, and the road whites, purple pants, and Vegas gold helmets and trim.
And field position is going to be a key with a game like this, with both teams trying to run the ball to get things going. It's just a lot easier if you can start out with a short field.
Muskie coaches and fans excited about this one. There's a kick, nice high kick. And it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback for Eli Gay. Muskies will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20 to start this one.
Again, nice cool night for some high school football. Crowds are filtering in. It is maybe a hand warmer game.
You said even in the booth. We got the windows open. We could have had them shut and been nice and toasty, but
we had to.
Joel wanted them out tonight.
Yeah, it's just better to see it. It increases our sight lines.
Twins left for the Muskies. They go Eli Gay in the backfield with Nimley on 1st down. Now Nimley goes in motion, and Gay gets it. He fumbles it, ball on the ground, and Eli immediately swallows it up, falls on it, but the Muskies are going to lose about 6 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 16.
Yeah, Muscatine attempting a little read there, and Carson Orr just rode a little bit too hard on that handoff, and on the exchange, just a little fumble there.
Hardy left, Gay slot left for the Muskies on 2nd and 16. Orr gives to Nimley. Tim straight up the gut. PV stacks it up. He's going to get out over the 15 to about the 18. We'll call it a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Muskies.
Yeah, Muscatine trying not to get in behind the sticks here, getting their offense off schedule. Big play here on 3rd down to get this 1st down.
Bordy wide right. Hardy and Gay slot right on 3rd down and 12. First drive of the game. Now Zek shifts over. The Muskies are go heavy on the right side. Carson Orr fakes the handoff, chucks it deep, and there's an incidental contact for Carson Bordy. Overshot him at midfield, and the Muskies going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, good route concept, good route combination against this coverage against Pleasant Valley. Just some feet getting tangled there down the sideline. Turns into that incomplete pass.
Josh Frazier into punt for the Muskies on 3rd and 12. Brennan Sarver for PV stands in Muskie territory at the 47 to receive this one. There's a good snap. Frazier steps into it and gets it away, a high kick. Sarver comes in for the fair catch at the Muskie. See if they spot it at about the 38-yard line. Great field position, 20-yard punt, no return, and PV, their first drive is in Muscatine territory at the 38.
Yeah, and that offensive possession was handcuffed a little bit by the fumble on first down, got behind the sticks. Big task here for the Muskie defense. And this is kind of almost like a sudden change, like a turnover to give the ball back to Pleasant Valley on their side of the 50-yard line. So big series here for the Muskies.
1st and 10, PV. Slavens brings him out. He's got Kipper right behind him, the sophomore. Sarver in motion. They give it to Kipper straight up the gut. He's got room. He's going to score on the first play of the game. 38-yard touchdown run right out of the gate by Caden Kipper, the 6', 180-pound sophomore. And just like that, Pleasant Valley on top of the Muskies 6-zip.
Yeah, just a fullback dive play on this option, and good job up front from Pleasant Valley blocking it. And this is similar to how last week started against City High. They had a quick hitter for a touchdown, and Muscatine rallied right back, and we know how that game turned out.
Hamilton on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. 10:34 left in the first. It's Pleasant Valley 7 and the Muskies nothing. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hi, this is Maxine Mendoza from the all-new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine.
Come see how they press their tortillas fresh to order. Pick your ingredients and watch them prepare your creation right before your eyes. Try their new wet burrito today. They pack it with tasty chicken, pork, or steak with fresh salsa and guacamole, wrap it together, and smother it with warm queso. It's a Burrito Factory favorite, made right before your eyes. Their ingredients are made fresh each day for you.
Come see the new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine. Like us on Facebook.
Home of the 40s, serving Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Iowa City, and the Quad Cities area for years. Pete's Tap serves appetizers, wings, burgers, fish, and more. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 2 a.m. on Friday, 11 to 12 on Saturday, and noon to 10 on Sunday. Pete's Tap has over 30 different sauces for wings. Take advantage of their abundant sauces during Monday's 50-cent wings. Make Pete's Tap your home for wings, beer, and sports. Pete's Tap. So much more than a bar, come as you are. Pete's Tap proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Valley High School, Hamilton with the approach and the kick, and it's going to be into the end zone again. 2 kicks, 2 touchbacks. PV scores on a one-play 38-yard drive, and it's a 38-yard run by the fine sophomore Caden Kipper. You might remember that name, Chase Kipper, a couple years ago, the fine point guard on Pleasant Valley's state contending basketball team. Muskies have it now. It's their second drive. 1st and 10 on the 20. Zeck and Gay to the right. Hardy and Bordy to the left. Orr gets it. He gives to Nimley. Tim over the left side. He fights for yardage. Out near the 24. Going to have a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Muskies.
Yeah, good hard run there for Nimley on the first down. That 4 yards on first down helps Muscatine get back on schedule. And that's what the offenses are always trying to do, stay in rhythm. And now we see some tempo from Muscatine's offense.
Muskies have Bordy right, Gay slot right on 2nd and 6. Carson Orr gives to Nimley. Tim fights over the 25, breaks a tackle, and PV's there to respond. They get him to the turf after a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable here. Now you're in a situation where you can run or pass. Everything is on the table, and Pleasant Valley, it's a much harder defense to call with this situation.
3rd and 3 for the Muskies on their own 27. They trail 7-zip right out of the gate here at Pleasant Valley. Nimley goes in motion. Orr gives it to Gay over the left side. Eli's going to get a first down over the 30 and shoved out of bounds near the 35. We'll call it the 34. A gain of 7, first down Muskies.
Yeah, and I like what Coach Mueller is doing, coming out with both Gay and Nimley in the backfield. And it's kind of a dealer's choice. You can start to motion because both guys can catch the ball nicely out of the backfield and are effective in the running game.
Gay to the right, and the Muskies have Bordy left along with Hardy on first down. Now Nimley shifts up. Carson Orr gets a snap, gives to Nimley. Tim bounces to the left. Out over the 35 and out near the 38. We'll see where they spot it. They spot at the 37, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Really nice job from the left side of the offensive line to move the point of attack forward, giving a good angle for Nimley to run, and then he just lowers his shoulder when he gets out around the corner. Such a physical runner.
Muskies go 2 by 2 on 2nd and 7. Orr gets a snap, pump fake. Now he throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete to Gay. Good play action shot there, just over through Gay at midfield. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, good aggressive play there, just a little bit high. And the play action looks like it had the linebacker stepping up, so there was the real estate there in between the two levels.
Big 3rd down opportunity here for the Muskie offense. 3rd and 7 from their own 37-yard line. Trips right, Hardy left. Or back to pass, sets, steps up. He's got Gay over the middle, and it's a 1st down and a great tackle by Sarver.
That shoestring
or
saved
Gay
the
may
touchdown.
have been gone. Exactly. Out to midfield, a gain of 13, 1st down. And Joel, Eli's made a ton of yards this year right out of the slot over the middle.
Yeah, such a dangerous receiver in the slot because you have to make a choice. Do you take one of your better corners and put him inside and cover him, or do you leave a safety in there? And
First down, Muskie's midfield. Or back to pass, throws, shooting for Gay, and he's got Eli again. And he's going to get a 1st down inside the 40 and down to about the 36, a gain of 14.
Yeah, nice out route there. Nice job from Gay to adjust to the ball, get back, catch it with his hands. That's the sort of ball that if a receiver is late with his hands and doesn't get on it, it gets tipped, and the D-back is there to pick it off. Great job from Eli Gay on that hands catch.
Gain of 13 and 14 on back-to-back pass plays, or back-to-pass broken play. And Carson's going to keep it and get tackled down inside the 35. He might have gained a couple.
Yeah, but considering I think the center was the only lineman who snapped the ball on that. That was a quicker snap than I think planned. And really good job from the senior quarterback to get some positive yards on that broken play.
2-yard gain for Carson Orr, 2nd and 8 Muskies on the PV 34. They trail 7-zip, 8:20 to play here in the 1st. Orr gives to Nimley. Tim dances into the middle, and he's going to be down near the 30 where they finally stack him up. They're going to blow the whistle there. Going to be a gain of 4. Coach Mueller didn't like the whistle.
Yeah, it felt like it was a little bit early because the scrum still seemed like it was moving forward.
Well, and for us that watch Tim Nimley play every week, he doesn't go down very easy. He keeps the legs moving. So it's going to be a gain of 4.
But there is some coaching for the officials to be quicker on the whistles for a safety issue. And I'm not defending it. It just that seems to be what the game is trending towards.
3rd and 4 Muskies from the PV 30.
Offsides.
2 by 2, and the Muskies are going to get 5 here in a 1st down. PV jumps.
You know, something they did quite well last week against City High was, you know, going on multiple snap counts, creating offsides opportunities in key situations, and just tremendous discipline from the Muscatine offense the last few weeks.
Well, there's a Doc Calvert sighting. He handed the flag to the official. Didn't recognize him. He's dressed up like it's 5 below. I mean, earlier he had a cup of coffee, I think, in his hands. I mean, Joel, it's not that cold.
I'm pretty cold.
Back to pass, or don't defend him. He's got Gay in the slot.
There it is.
Eli Gay, 10-5. Touchdown to the house. Eli Gay from Carson Orr, 25 yards, and the Muskies are on the board with 7:32 to play in the 1st.
Just a great job on that tunnel screen, identifying the coverage that you had. Pleasant Valley, on a few looks at midfield, you could see that they're putting their corners on an island. Great route design, keeping the safeties in the middle of the field. The right tackle, Xander Stoltzfus, is able to get out, block the corner, and Katie bar the door. Eli Gay to the house.
Boarding on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick by Carson is through. We're tied at 7:32 to play in the 1st. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hi, it's Tim Scott. You know, it's good to have somebody you can trust when your home gives you a headache, and that's somebody. Plumbing.
Community Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of area high school athletics and activities. You can find Community Bank and Trust locations in Columbus Junction, Muscatine, Wilton, and Wapello. Here's to a great year in the classroom and on the field. Visit Community Bank and Trust online at www.commbk.net and download the free Community Bank and Trust mobile app available for iPhone and Android devices. At Community Bank and Trust, they put people first. Member FDIC.
There's the kick, and it trickles into the end zone by Carson Bordy. A touchback. PV will start on their own 20. That kickoff, and all kickoffs this year sponsored by Westside Store and Godfather's Pizza. The Muskies on a 10-play, 80-yard drive capped off by a 25-yard pass from Carson Orr to Eli Gay.
Toyota of Muscatine bringing you Muskie football. They're driven to give you an excellent experience. First National Bank, 3 locations in Muscatine and proud sponsors of Muskie activities.
PV now comes out. They ran one play for a touchdown when they had the ball earlier. Slavens brings him out. He's got Kipper right behind him. Sarver now goes in motion, and he gets the pitch over the right side. He's out over the 30, 35, up near the 40 before he's run out of bounds. Actually stepped out earlier. They're going to spot this at the 33, a gain of 13, first down Spartans.
Yeah, just a simple toss play, but there's so much action in the backfield that sometimes your eyes can make you a step slow, and that's what Pleasant Valley's banking on with this quick option offense.
Sarver can really, really run. He gets to that edge fast. PV comes out now. Single receiver split wide. That's Lara. And now they give this one to Kipper. The Muskies stack it up as Brennan Broder. Actually,
Slavin kept it. He is slick. He is slick with that ball.
I watched. I swear Kipper had the football, and he catches me a few times doing this. It's going to be a 10-yard gain.
You call that riding the carrier. So you're riding that ball in the basket or the pocket that you're handing it off to. And it's really, you're reading that defender. And his job is to see, is there a guy waiting right there to tackle the fullback, or do I keep it? You know, and he's so skilled at reading that defender. Really the only way to disrupt it is to just smack him in the mouth every time he's got the ball. Whether he keeps it or not, you got to hit him.
And that's a first down run by Slavens. So a 13-yard run and now a 10-yard run, and it's first and 10 PV on their own 43.
And then we'll see the variation of him just faking the handoff and just following that fullback. It's called a quarterback follow, and he's basically, the fullback becomes a lead blocker.
7:15 and ticking. First quarter, we're tied at 7. Sarver in motion. Slavens back to pass this time. Flyers again. Oh, he had a man wide open through his hands, and that was Royer, and that easily could have been a touchdown.
Yep, good crossing route. And again, that action, the play action, everybody's eyes discipline kind of go right to the backfield. And that crossing route was able to get wide open, and just an overthrown ball.
2nd and 10 on the incompletion, and the Muskies catch a break there.
That's when you're just glad that it happened, and you know they're going to come back to that play at some point.
Slavens now. He keeps it this time to the left. Slavens over midfield. Muskies get him down short of the sticks, but it's a gain of about 9.
And just having that first fullback dive go for a touchdown has sped up Muscatine's attack of that, and it's allowed Slavin to kind of manipulate the line of scrimmage and get out to the outside.
Be 3rd down and 1 PV from the Muskie 48. 6:48 left here in the first quarter. We're all tied at 7. Lindmark split wide left on 3rd and 1. Kipper in the backfield. Now Sarver in motion. Slavin's going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down. And a nice tackle by Zillig from behind and TD to clean it up. But it's 1st and 10, Spartans.
As we kind of paint this picture of what the Pleasant Valley offense is, it's like, why are they getting big chunks of yards so often? This offense is hard to simulate from a scout team perspective. Similar like the old single wing that Sigourney Kyoto runs. This isn't something that you see every single week, and kids don't grow up doing it unless you're in a community like Pleasant Valley. So it's hard to simulate this from a scout team perspective.
Sarver in motion. He gets the toss over the right side. 45-40 to the edge. 35 and out of bounds. And it's going to be another first down run to Sarver. And they're going to spot this one down at the 31-yard line.
Really good blocking downfield from the Pleasant Valley wide receivers. And right now that offensive line is just really getting a push.
14-yard run for Sarver. I want to give a shout out to Luke Witchers. Listening. Send me a text, Luke. You're the guy, man. Old number 3.
Former Muskie quarterback.
Old number 3. It was only 2 years ago. They give it to Kipper. Actually, no. Slavens keeps it. Now he pitches down around the left side. 20, 15, 10, 5. And he's tackled just short of the goal line. And that was Ben Royer on a nice boy. Slavens does such a good job of figuring out where to go with the football, Joel.
Yeah, quick decisions, and that's what he has made this entire game. And he's been doing it for so long. He just knows what he's supposed to do. And that was a good read, good pitch, and he pitched it, and the guy was able to catch it in motion, going towards the goal line.
29-yard run from the 31 down to the Muskie 2. First and goal, Spartans. We're tied at 7. Kipper in the backfield right behind him. And this is going to be Slavens, and he's going to dance into the end zone. Touchdown from 2 yards out. 5:39 left in the first, and PV goes on top 13-7.
We might be having a shootout here right now, the way both of these offenses are performing.
Slavens, boy, really ran that offense tremendously that time.
Trucks Unlimited bringing you Muskie football along with the Burrito Factory.
Hamilton on for the PAT Burrito Factory's good stuff. And there's the kick, and it is good. 5:39 left in the first. PV 14 and the Muskie 7. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies.
Simple, or maybe something a little more complex, or maybe your just doesn't work. Whether it's a service call, remodel, or new construction, Kirk Butcher Plumbing brings you quality, friendly service with over 40 years of experience working for you. Kirk Butcher Plumbing is the area's leading plumber serving all of Muscatine County, offering you the best rates, so you not only get experience, you save money as well. And his fast, friendly service means you don't have to live with that for too long. Call Kirk Butcher today, 264-6105.
High school, and there's the kickoff by Hamilton, his third one of the first quarter, and this one's going to be returnable by Gay. 5, 10, 15, Eli over the 20 and up to about the 23-yard line. PV's had the ball twice, 38-yard drive for a touchdown their first possession, and this time they go 80 yards, and Slavens punches it in from 2 yards out. 5:33 left in the first, and the Spartans lead the Muskies 14-7.
Yeah, just another situation here for Muscatine where you got to answer, but don't feel like you have to do it all on a home run. Do a nice, easy, sustained drive like they had this last go-around.
Twins left for the Muskies, 1st and 10 from their 25. Nimley gets it. They stack it up, but Tim keeps his legs moving, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard to the 26. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, good defensive play there from the Pleasant Valley defensive line, but Nimley just keeps those legs churning. Hard to take him down for a loss.
Muskies now send Hardy to the left. They've got Gay and Bordy to the right on 2nd and 9. Well, now we've got a whistle.
Hard to see what this is pre-snap.
It's going to be an offside. Pleasant Valley lined up in the neutral zone.
And so
he's going to get 5 here.
One thing that we're seeing on these situations is they are leaving one receiver on an island with a defender here. Zach Hardy, he's pretty much one-on-one with his corner. So if Zach and the other outside receivers, if they can beat their man, there's some serious mismatches in this game.
Or back to pass, flares out to Nimley in the flat, and he drops it. Ball on the ground.
No whistle.
They must have called it a lateral as Tim picks it up. And boy, he's still fighting. PV bringing everybody to get him down. He's going to lose some yards. Joel, I thought that was a forward pass.
Yeah, I did too, but with heads-up play for Nimley, no whistle, so he just kept on going. Yeah, it looked like that far official gave his closed fist hand signal like it was backwards. So
have to watch that on the replay. Be 3rd and 5 now as the Muskies lose a couple there. 3rd and 5 from their own 30. Trips right for the Muskies. Orr looks over now as he's going to audible at the line of scrimmage. And now Nimley shifts in front. Carson gives to Tim over the left side. PV strings it out nicely. And down he goes. Great defense that time by Drew Gwynn at the edge. Boy, Joel, he stayed home and strung that out and made the play.
Yeah, you talk to defensive players on that edge. You talk about keeping your outside arm free. And that's what he was able to do on that play, and just stretched out and grabbed on and was able to tackle him in the open field.
Sarver deep for PV on his own 45. Frazier into punt for the Muskies. There's a snap, good snap. Frazier steps into it. And this one's going to be down short at about the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a short kick for the Muskies.
Yeah, field position is starting to be a factor in this game with the touchbacks on the kickoffs. And the 2 possessions the Muscatine has had that they've had to punt the ball have resulted in PV getting the ball on their own plus side of the field.
17-yard punt, no return. And PV had that earlier where they got a short punt from the 38, and Kipper ran it in from 38 yards on the next play. 1st and 10, PV on the Muskie 42. PV leads the Muskies 14-7. Still in the first quarter. Slavens back to pass. Sets going to take a shot. Got a man wide open, and it's going to be touchdown, Pleasant Valley. Peyton Lindmark, 42 yards, and just like that, with 3:04 left in the first, it's PV 20 and the Muskie 7.
Yeah, similar to what we saw in the sophomore game, the Pleasant Valley varsity team getting out to a quick start. Aggressive play action pass there on first down. Not a bad time to call it. You see it a lot in that situation. And that was just the speed situation where the outside receiver was able to beat his man.
Hamilton on for the PAT. His leg hasn't gotten cold in the first quarter. There's the snap and the hold, and the kick is good. 3:04 to play in the first, 21-7 PV. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Protect your home with Bosch Pest Control. Bed bugs, Asian beetles, spiders, fleas, crickets, termites, moles, and more. Bosch Pest Control uses cutting-edge technology to protect your home from these annoying pests. Bosch Pest Control is always training their technicians so they'll be able to provide you with the best service and protection. Bosch Pest Control, across from Harper's on Grandview Avenue, South Muscatine. Don't squash them, Bosch them.
Known for their honest and friendly service, Trucks Unlimited of Muscatine is a family-owned business where your vehicle is in reliable and capable hands. Truckers can have their trucks inspected to meet DOT requirements, and RVs can be serviced, and camping supplies are also offered. Schedule an appointment to get your air conditioning checked for your truck, big rig, or motorhome. Come in and visit Bridget and Marty Mills, owners of Trucks Unlimited, located on the corner of Mittman and Highway 61.
Nathan Hamilton with another kickoff here, his 4th one of the first quarter. And it's going to be taken by Gay right at the 1. Eli at the 15-20. Out over the 25 before he's brought down. Here's an interesting little stat, Joel. Matt Koss just mentioned that PV tonight is averaging 16 yards per offensive play. And that's a recipe for disaster early on for the Muskies.
Yeah, right now they're getting the explosive plays on offense. A 38-yard touchdown, a 42-yard touchdown. And Muscatine, has had 3 possessions. They've punted twice, but the touchdown drive that they had was really impressive. So look for Muscatine to attempt to get back to some of those things that worked so well, which is throwing the ball.
2:57 left in the first. Plenty of time.
Best field position of the night for the Muskies as well.
Nimley goes in motion, and the Muskies go empty. They flare this one out. It's caught, and it's going to be by Cooper Zeck, the tight end. Short gain for the Muskies on first down.
But completions like that are important because they keep those linebackers' eyes moving around, making sure that they're covering the tight end. I know it's just a gain of 1, but those are important completions.
Gain of 1 would be 2nd and 9 Muskies on their own 28-yard line. Trips left, and Cooper Zeck to the right. Or gives to Nimley. Tim over the left side, 30, 35, 40. Nimley over the 45. And a big run of about 18. And it's going to be first down Muskies.
And that left side of the offensive line just really got off the ball well. Center guard, left tackle, creating that wide running lane for Nimley.
First and 10 Muskies, their own 45. They trail 21-7. Here in the first quarter, that's first down sponsored and all first downs by MCC Muscatine Community College. They flare this one out to Eli Gay in the flat. Eli tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be no gain.
Yeah, just trying to get the ball into your playmaker's hands in any way you can, and tried to go back to the slot screen with Eli there.
2nd and 10 Muskies, their own 45. Minute 33 left here in the first. They trail 21-7. Gay in the backfield, Nimley, and now Nimley goes in motion. Or back to pass. Sets plenty of time over the middle. Got a man complete over the midfield. And it's Eli Gay into Pleasant Valley territory. It'll bring up 3rd and short from the PV 40. We'll call it the 48-yard line. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, really big pickup there on 2nd down to get this to a 3rd and more manageable.
3rd and 3 Muskies on the PV 48. Carson Orr gives to Nimley. Tim over the right side. Fumbles a football on the ground, and the Muskies get it. But it's going to be back at the 49. He's going to lose a yard, and it'll be 4th and 4. And we'll see what Jake does here. He may go for this.
Yeah, here at midfield, with it being a 2-score game, I could see him going for it, and I think that's what they're going to do.
Or Carson may punt out of this formation, which he's done in the past. 4th and 4 Muskies, and now we've got a timeout Pleasant Valley. 21 seconds left in the first half. PV 21 to Muskie 7. We're stepping away for 30 seconds. You listen to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Visit Harper's Cycling and Fitness, where you will discover the world's best bikes for road, mountain climbing, or city cycling. Stop in and ride away on a new Trek or electric bicycle, professionally assembled and adjusted for you riding around town or across the state. Harper's Cycling and Fitness has an agenda to make the world a happier, healthier place by getting more people on bikes more often. Harper's Cycling and Fitness in Muscatine is your bicycle headquarters. When you think bikes, think Harper's. Harper's Cycling and Fitness is a proud supporter of Muskie football. Go Muskies!
Back at Pleasant Valley High School. PV burns a timeout as the Muskies were setting up to go for a 4th and 4 from the PV 49. They trail 21-7, and we'll see if.
And I like the call to go for it here. It used to be you always punted and played field
position. I think he's punting now, though, because Orr's dropped back 7 yards deep. He's going to kick this, and he does. So Jake got him to burn a timeout with that. Good kick by Orr. And it's going to go out of bounds inside the 15 at the 12. So a 37-yard punt out of bounds, a great punt by Orr. and the Muskies do pin him back for the first time.
Just like I said, great situation to punt it there. No, I like the formation
You
of
didn't have
the
to,
kick
you
with the
didn't have to
quarterback.
throw that out there, Joel.
And this is big. Field position, Muscatine's been behind their own field position and right in the shadow of their own goal line for most of this first quarter. And for the first time, Pleasant Valley has really got to try to drive the ball down.
First and 10 Spartans on their own 12. 13 seconds left here.
Vision Center PC bringing you Muskie football.
Royer and Sarver are the wings, and now Sarver goes in motion. And now he checks back into his spot. Kipper right behind Slavens. Now Sarver goes again. There's Slavens on the keeper, up the gut. He's out near the 20. Jonah Cook got a hand on him to get him down, but a nice gain of 8 on first down, and that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Folks, after one, it's PV 21 and a Muskie 7. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie Football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Bob Davis here for Uptown Motors, serving you for over 58 years.
Friday? Thursday is coming for you. You've been the best day of the week for far too long. But now every Thursday, Buffalo Wild Wings sells boneless wings at a discounted price. That's right, Friday. Thursday's looking real confident. And it's not afraid to use partial-priced wings to be the big man on the calendar. Boneless Thursdays. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. See participating locations for details. Void where prohibited.
National Bank is proud to sponsor the On the Money program at Muscatine High School. When the volleyball, swim, basketball, and baseball teams score big, they earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since 1997, their hard work has earned over $55,000 in donations from First National Bank. We are also proud to sponsor the Muskie Football Red Zone. Can't make it to the game? Don't miss a minute of the excitement. Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Pleasant Valley High School, 1 quarter in the books, and the PV Spartans lead the Muscatine Muskies 21-7. PV was second down and 2 on their own 20 as we open the second quarter. Slavens back to pass. He throws it back on the left side. He's got a man. Down the left side he goes. And he's out near the 45-yard line. And this one was number 5, Jose Lara.
A little screen pass, get the flow going to the right side of the defense's left, and a little throwback screen to the wingback.
21-yard gain for Lara. And just like that, Joel, the Muskies had him down to the 12-yard line, and 2 plays later, they're on the 41. PV certainly has it clicking in all cylinders tonight. First and 10 on their own 41. Slavens calls out the signals. Lara wide right. Now Sarver in motion. There's a whistle. Must be some movement on the Spartans.
Unless we have another neutral zone infraction for the Muskies.
False start on the Spartans. So that'll give the Muskies 5 and get them behind the chains for the first time tonight. So PV will have first and 15.
And you wonder if there's something that, because there wasn't any blatant motion there, you wonder if there's been a persistent, edge that's been attempted to be gotten that the officials have warned somebody about on that kind of a call. And like a leaning forward from an offensive lineman.
Lindmark and Lar to the left. There's Slavens. He keeps it. Over the left side, there's a holding, and he's going to negate a big run as Slavens is out near midfield. But there's a flag at the 36-yard line.
This might be a chop block here, Brian. I looked like there may have been a chop block, illegal chop block.
Don't tell Kirk Ferentz that. He doesn't like that call.
But the big difference, okay, it is a hold.
It is a hold.
Okay, 55 for PV was kind of in a position where he looked like he had chopped somebody. And the reason that's a bigger difference is one's a 10-yard penalty and one is a 15-yard penalty. So
Muskies have got him pushed back now with the 2 big penalties all the way back to the 26-yard line now.
Well,
So
when you're averaging
first and
16
25
yards a play, it's You got to limit the big plays here from this
First
point
and
forward.
25 for the Spartans, exactly. Muskies could use a turnover here. There's Slavens back to pass, sets. Now he runs up into the pocket. Slavens over the 35-yard line before he's brought to the turf. Couple of Muskies got him to the ground that time. Schelengowski and Zilligan on the play along with Schmelzer.
Yeah, good coverage downfield, but when you got a quarterback like Slavin who can run, he's so quick to bail on that pass, and he fought and he got what, 8, 9,
Got
10
10
yards
back, and that'll make it second down and 15 now from the 36.
I felt like there was another holding call on that last pass protection, by the way.
Lindmark to the left. And now the motion man is Royer, and he gets a pitch. He's over the left side, over 45 to about the 47-yard line. That's another 11 just like that. And now it's third and manageable, Joel, 3rd and 4.
And with that toss sweep, that pitch, the sprint pitch, I mean, when he's getting the ball from Slavin, he's at full speed, which is a hard thing to do for the defense to handle because he's already to the edge. He's already at full speed.
3rd down and 4 Spartans from their own 47-yard line. 10.5 to play in the first half. They lead the Muskies 21-7. Slavens. Sarver in motion. Slavens keeps it down. He goes. Will Zillig with the hammer and a 1-yard loss.
That's a huge
and it's
tackle.
4th and 5.
Huge play for Will Zillig there. Actually kind of a little head fake towards the fullback and messed up the read. Good play from the senior linebacker.
Big play for the Muskie defense there. Zillig shot the gap and got Slavens to the ground, and PV now will punt as Hamilton on for his first punt of the night. Gay and Takportia deep for the Muskies on about their own 20-yard line. Muskies are offsides.
Looks like they're okay. They gave him a chance, yeah.
Boy, that was close. And there's the punt by Hamilton, a low kick.
Got to get away, got to get away.
Muskie's got to get away, and they do down it at about the 32-yard line. So a short 22-yard punt, the Muskie offense now with a chance to dig back into this game.
Harper Cycling and Fitness bringing you Muskie football along with Westside Store and Godfather's Pizza.
9:43 left in the first half. Pleasant Valley leads 21-7. The Muskies come out now. 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Nimbley and Orr in the backfield. They go twins left. And Bordy wide right. Now Gay goes in motion across formation. Carson, he gives to Nimbley. Tim cuts it back. He's out near the 40, and he's going to be close to a first down. Maybe just shy at the 42, depending on the spot.
It looks like they're going to give it to him.
It looks like a good spot. Out near the 43. They may measure this. And they will.
I think it's a first down.
Tim Nimbley with a great cutback there, Joel. Found the seam and runs so hard.
Yeah, just 1 foot in the ground. He's able to get back and get upfield. I think they got this thing by the nose of the ball.
And they do. Actually, by half a football, Joel, but that's okay. I was using binoculars and you weren't.
Right, the nose is past. The nose is past
the nose is considered the white stripe down,
Fair
right?
enough.
Isn't that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So first down.
This is all because I used big words at the pregame show.
Yeah, that I couldn't even, and I already forgot that word. I don't even know if it is a word.
It probably isn't.
1st and 10 for the 43 for the Muskies. Orr flips it over the middle of the sack, and a good defensive play by Drew Gwynn, or Cooper Zeck would still be running.
Yeah, good read there from Carson Orr. Went to the right spot, right receiver. Defensive player just made a play. That's going to be there, I think. Down, put a check mark by that on the play sheet.
2nd and 10 Muskies from their own 43. 9 1/4 left here in the first half. PV 21 and the Muskies 7. 2-by-2 for the Muskies. Orr barks out the signals. He's going to keep it. Now he looks to throw, but he's going to keep it run. And Carson's out over the 45 to about the 47. Going to call it a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Muscatine utilizing those run-pass options, which are so popular in the game of football right now. Did you hear Pat Fitzgerald from Northwestern call it the purest form of communism the other day in a press conference? But it's kind of the similar thing what Pleasant Valley does, is just with a spread philosophy.
Muskies go empty or back to pass. Flares it to Gay in the slot. Eli out near midfield. He's going to get a first down into PV territory at the 43. A nice gain on third down, and the Muskies pick up a big conversion. Another first down sponsored by MCC, Muscatine Community College. Gain of 10.
Such great vision there from the sophomore wide receiver. You know, coming back against the grain, you got to kind of find those little creases, and he does such a nice job to pick up that first down.
2-by-2 for the Muskies on first down. Nimley right behind Orr. And now Tim shifts in front. Carson back to pass, sets, steps into one over the middle, incomplete for Zach, and it'll be 2nd and 10 Muskies.
Yeah, I do appreciate what Muscatine's doing offensively, though, getting away from the run, using the play-action pass. You got to keep this defense honest, and the last couple drives, they've really just keyed on stopping the run.
.824. It's football weather officially tonight.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Muskies trail 21-7. Same formation. Orr gives to Nimley this time. Tim, big hole, 30, 25. Say goodnight. Touchdown Muskies. Tim Nimley down the left sideline. And the Muskies have cut this lead to 21-13 with 8:20 left in the half.
Cannot arm tackle that young man. He gets to the second level, and then we all see the speed that is there as well. Just a dynamic play and a great run from Tim Nimley. So and well blocked up front.
Will Zillig kind of sparked this with his defensive play on third down to get Slavens down, stop the PV momentum, and the Muskie offense responds with a great drive of their own. Bordy on for the PAT. Good snap, the hold, and the kick by Carson is good. 8:20 to play in the first half. PV 21 and the Muskies 14. Stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Need something fast? Come to Westside Store and grab a hot, fresh Godfather's Pizza. They're made with the freshest ingredients, 100% real meats, cheeses, and fresh vegetables. The Muskies and Godfather's Pizza, a winning combination. Call 263-7214 now to order yours tonight, or stop by the Westside Store on the corner of Cedar and Hauser.
Hi, this is Brian Musell, voice of the Muscatine Muskies. Before each broadcast, I get a hot, fresh Godfather's Pizza from Westside Store, proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics.
When my hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise.
Au revoir! Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
High school. And there's the kick by Carson Bordy. That's sponsored by Westside and Godfather's Pizza. Takes it at the goal line, and it's Lara. He's out over the 25 to about the 27. The last PAT and all point afters are brought to you by Rivo Plumbing. Thank you, Rivo Plumbing, for sponsoring our extra points. Muskies are back in this one, 21-14 with 8:13 to play in the half.
And the defense, you know, offense has kind of picked up their game and answered some bells here. It's time for the defense to do the same, carrying up off that momentum of getting the stop this last time on the field.
Good time for a fumble here, Joel.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a good time for a fumble if it's the guys in blue doing it.
Slavens brings him out. And boy, he's been tough tonight. Motion man is Sarver. They give to Kipper straight up the gut. He's going to gain 4 or 5 out over the 30 to the 32.
Just that's a lot of yardage on first down. That's what Muscatine's trying to avoid.
Actually, that was Brandmeier that time, folks. That's his first carry of the night. Didn't know if he was going to play tonight.
Yeah, they said he was banged up a little bit.
Found his way out there, though. So Brandmeier lines right up behind Slavens. Royer wing right. Sarver wing left, and now Royer in motion. And this is Slavens, and down he goes. Brennan Broders making a house call on a short gain, and it's going to bring up a third down for the Muskie defense.
So those front four defensive linemen for Muscatine right now doing a great job of keeping the linebackers clean so they can read their reads and make the play.
3rd and 4 PV from their own 33. Muskie defense fired up now.
This is a bad spot to go play action.
Slavens, Royer in motion. He gets a toss over the left side. He's going to have a first down, hit hard out of bounds. Big time hit there by Tak Portilla, but he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, that toss sweep just creating some issues.
Out to the 39, a gain of 6 for the Spartans. 6:56 left here in the first half.
And the thing with a third down conversion like that as a defense, you can't get frustrated. You got another chance here to get this ball back.
1st and 10 PV, their own 39. Slavens, play action, back to pass, takes a shot deep. He's got a man, it's caught inside the 20 and wrestled down out of bounds. A big play. Lindmark once again got behind him for a touchdown earlier. And this is a big gain inside the Muskie 20 to about the 16. We'll see where they spot this.
Yeah, just able to get behind Tovar, the corner, and it was a perfectly thrown ball from Slavens.
16-yard line. 45-yard pitch and catch from Slavens to Lindmark. First and 10 now as they're in the Muskie red zone. Slavens tosses to Brandmeier over the right side. Zillig in pursuit and gets him to the turf. Will Zillig runs him down. He's going to gain a couple.
Nice job there from Will Zillig to pursue the football and make the open field tackle.
PV's got a big Evan Killstrom, 6'4", 285. Clearing some space out there.
There's some real size up front for the Spartans. Vision Center PC bringing you Muskie football.
He's 2nd and 5 from the Muskie 11. Sarver in motion, back to pass. Slavens, he throws it, and we've got a whistle. That'll stop the play. Might have a motion flag again on PV.
So it looks like we've got, it's going to be a procedure penalty.
And it is.
And with all this motion that's in the backfield, sometimes guys can get going forward a little too soon, and so another big penalty for Muscatine against Pleasant Valley.
So that'll push it back to the 16. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pleasant Valley on the Muskie 16-yard line. 6:13 left here in the first half, and PV leads the Muskies 21-14, and they're knocking at the door again. They go twins left on 2nd and 10. Now Royer in motion. He gets a toss over the left side. He's down near the 10, and the Muskies get him to the turf there.
Dalton Sell, first time we've called his name tonight. Nice job from his defensive end position, running down that toss sweep to the sideline.
That's impressive, Joel, for a D tackle to do that. Down to the 10, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Spartans on the Muskie 10.
Well, we've talked about the athleticism of these defensive linemen for Muscatine, with Nitzel and Cook, and TD, Togadisa, and Sell, really kind of the bell cow of that front line.
Lindmark and Lara to the left. On 3rd down. Now Royer goes in motion. They reverse fumble on the play, and he's got to go down and cover it up. Big loss, and PV is going to be forced into kicking a field goal.
And Will Zillig and Togadisa stayed home on that, so I think even if he catches it clean, he didn't have much of a place to go. That's a big deal from a field goal perspective too, because that's losing about 12 yards of field position, and he's going to be kicking about a 40-yarder on this.
13-yard loss, so it'll be a 40-yarder from the left hash for Nathan Hamilton. Good snap, good hold, and the kick for Hamilton
Left.
on the way,
Hold
and
it.
it is
Short.
Short, no good. The Muskie defense holds on consecutive series. 4:37 left in the half, and it's 21-14 PV. And the Muskie offense goes back out on the field.
Tremendous job from the Muscatine defensive staff and players to make some adjustments and to make the charge a lot harder for Pleasant Valley moving forward, and a big stop on that series.
See if the Muskie offense can put together another touchdown drive here before the end of the first half. Plenty of time.
Kirk Butcher Plumbing, make the butcher your plumber, bringing you Muskie football.
There's Nimbley. Tim cuts it up inside. Got a hole. Tim Nimbley, midfield and inside PV territory at about the 43-yard line.
He's got that extra gear going tonight, Brian. Almost broke that one, outrunning angles from the middle of the field.
34-yard run for Nimbley. On first down, 1st and 10 Muskies. On the 43-yard line of PV. Nimbley now over 100 yards in the first half. There's Orr over the left side. He's going to take a hard hit and gain maybe a yard. Unofficially, we've got Nimbley for 116 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown.
It's a pretty efficient first half.
Very efficient first half for the 5th leading rusher in Class 4A in the state this season. Gain of 1 for Orr. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Muskies on the PV 42. Trips right for the Muskies. Orr gets a snap, gives to Nimbley. Tim straight up the gut, still going down near the 36-yard line, depending on the spot.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give him the forward progress.
Spotted on the 37, a gain of 5. 3rd down and 4 Muskies on the PV 37. 4-down territory here for the Muskies.
No, absolutely.
2 by 2 on 3rd down.
Interesting to see. This is one of those down and distances where you can do a lot here since you're anticipating being able to go for it on 4th.
Coach Mueller wants a timeout. Didn't like the way it was set up there, so Jake Mueller burns a timeout. 3:05 left in the first half. Muskies trail by 7. We're stepping away for 30. Listen to Muskie football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Guess what, Friday?
When my hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise. Au revoir.
Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
CBI Bank and Trust is pleased to be a voice of Muscatine Sports Booster and proud to be the corporate sponsor of the Muskie Mania program. Since 1995, it has resulted in donations totaling over $100,000 from the bank to the school. The money is used to pay for special non-budgeted needs. Watch the total grow on the CBI's Facebook page. And go Muskies. Aim high, bank strong. CBI Bank and Trust. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Gay goes in motion. Orr now gives to Nimbley up the gut. Tim runs over a tackler.
First down. And
he's close to the sticks at the 33.
This side judge on the Muscatine sideline is really, really stingy on his forward progress.
They're going to measure it. Initially, they've got it 4th down, but I agree with you, Joel. This looks like it very easily could be a first.
I think
you called the last one.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing, Joel, half of football.
Apparently that, 20 yards or 15 yards in between the hash and the sideline is, the parallax is an issue with this officiating crew, but it's a free timeout for a coaching staff when you get a measurement, so you can't really complain
there
too
you
much
go,
about
using those big words again, Joel. 2:55 left.
It's the curvature of the earth.
Back Back to pass Orr. Sets, looks, taking a shot deep for Gay, and it's over his head. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 Muskies
Like
from
the
the
call.
PB33.
I really like taking a shot there. I like going aggressive. Good actual throw by Carson. It wasn't really open, so he kind of threw it away a little bit.
Great game here tonight, folks.
CBI Bank and Trust, ask about their Hometown Hundreds program and great clips. It's going to be great. Download their app. Proud supporters of Muskie Athletics.
Nimley over the left side, cuts it back down near the 30 and inside the 30 at about the 29. Going to be a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6 Muskies from the PV 29.
This is where you like to see a young man like Zach Hardy or Carson Bordy kind of separate from their defensive back and get open on a post route or something like that against this coverage against PV.
3rd and 6, Muskies from the PV 29. Orr gives to Nimley. Tim cuts it back again, and he breaks a tackle down to the 25. Boy, he's got so much strength. That's a 4-yard gain out of nothing. And it's going to bring up 4th and 2 Muskies from the PV 25.
Again, 4-down territory.
And Jake will definitely go for this one.
As we're under 2 minutes here in the half.
Wouldn't be shocked to see Timmy get it again. 4th and 2 Muskies, PV 25. Twins right for the Muskies.
Ooh, there's an adjustment here.
And Gay to the left. Or he throws it over the middle. Got a man, Cooper Zach, and it's a first down.
So this is really,
down
really,
to the 15.
Really interesting. So Coach Orr looks at the sideline. They make an adjustment. They move their safety to the wide side of the field, and they rolled another one to Gay's side, creating that vast hole for Cooper Zech just to sit in. Really, really nice play for the Muskies to adjust to the adjustment.
First down Muskies on a huge 4th down play. They give to Nimley over the left side. Tim runs over a man, and he's down near the 10. And it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it about 6 from the 9. The Muskies in the First National Bank red zone. Go see Scott Engstad and the good folks at First National Bank. In the market for a new car, see Raquel Oliva for auto loans.
Still have an opportunity to get a first down here, too, in the goals in the red zone.
Twins right for the Muskies. This one goes to Nimley, straight at the gut. Tim's still running, pushing a pile inside the 5. 1st and goal, Muskies. We'll see where they spot this, and it's a timeout Muscatine with 36 seconds left in the first half. We're going to leave it right here. And Joel, I'm telling you, this gets back to that big 3rd down play by Will Zillig, stopping a little momentum. And since then, and we talked about it in pregame, we thought the Muskies had some good matchups, offense versus PV's defense. And they've just had to derail PV's offense a little bit, and they easily can go into halftime here tied.
Yeah, Slavin's really been the X factor for the Pleasant Valley offense, but Nimley has been just dominating the second quarter. And yards after contact, something we've seen all year, getting that scrum situation like on this last play where they just pushed the pile another 3 yards to get that first down. So 1 timeout and 2 timeouts remain. No, 1 timeout left for the Muskies here. 36 seconds to go, but they've got opportunities to stop the clock, throwing the ball as well. So 1st and goal with 30 seconds, plenty of time to tie this thing up.
1st and goal for the Muskies on the PV4. Muscatine with 1 timeout remaining, so plenty of time with a timeout in your pocket.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing by Factory Direct with a personal touch, bringing you Muskie Athletics and Muscatine Community College, the community's college.
All right, both teams back out after the timeout. The Muskies have Gay and Hardy left. Cooper Zech lined up as an H-back. They give it to, actually, Orr rolls to his right, flips it to Zech. He's near the end zone, and he's brought down at the 1. Good design there on the play call, but only a 3-yard gain.
Got to pick up the tempo here, though.
2nd and goal. Muskies in hurry up. They're going to spot it at the 2, actually, a 2-yard gain. Clock ticking at 10. Straight up the gut. and it's short of the first down. Muskie's burn a timeout. 5 seconds left.
Yeah, it was like that tight end sneak that they scored a touchdown on.
That was Cooper Zek on a carry for a 1-yard gain.
And so I think Coach Mueller's trying to get some time put back on the clock. But I don't know that they're going to give it to him. But 5 seconds left. What do you do here, Brian? Do you kick the field goal, or do you try to get a touchdown going in?
I think Jake's not going to kick this.
No, I was glad
There's
you said
no way. This is, PV, with the way they're moving the football, I think he knows he's got to play for touchdowns right now. He's going for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially since you're giving the ball right back to Pleasant Valley at the end of the
if you don't get it, you're still down, if you kick the field goal. But if you do get it, a huge momentum boost going into halftime.
With the way this game started, with Muscatine getting down 21-7 early, to be back within one score going into half, there's no moral victories, but that's okay. On the road, tough game, a team well, you got to feel pretty good about the way you finish this half, and I agree. Let's go be aggressive and try to score this thing. Especially when you got a back by like Tim Nimley that you got to figure can get you a couple yards in the pinch.
Gaze in the backfield also. Who knows? Maybe Eli will get a direct snap here. 4th down and now we've got a whistle and a flag, and this may make Jake's decision a little different.
That changes it up a little bit. Was it a false start?
And it's a false start of the Muskies. That'll push it back to the 7, and it'll be 3rd and goal now from the 7. And they did burn a second off the clock. It should say 5.
And I think that's what the official is going over to get that second added to the clock here. As the crowd has noticed as well.
Muskie fans are letting them know.
And they've put the second back on the clock.
And the Muskies are still going to go for it. 3rd down and goal from the 7. Orr back to pass, sets his feet, throws it over the middle, incomplete.
But there's still time on the clock, so they've got another shot at this.
It is 4th down, so the Muskies still have another opportunity.
And that 1 second going back on the clock looming huge now.
But for the 7 now, no timeouts.
I still think you go for it.
He's going for field goal here, because I think if it was in the 2, he'd still be going for it. But from the 7, Jake's going to take the points here. So Bordion for the field goal attempt from the right hash, and this is going to be a 24-yard attempt. And
a little icage.
Timeout Pleasant Valley.
Why not? Gamesmanship at its finest here, Brian.
2 coaches have been going at it a long time. Coach Van Wetzinga and Coach Mueller.
Rusty Van Wetzinga.
Joel, would you throw a fake in here?
I would.
You would?
I would. If I've got one that I'm confident in, the down and distance is good. The risk reward is excellent. And if it doesn't work, you're not giving them the ball back where they're going to come right down and have a chance to score. To me, it's an opportunity to run a fake, and I'm on extra points. They've been very aggressive trying to block it. And if we kick it here, I'm not second-guessing that at all. I just know as a former special teams coordinator, this is a situation that you talk about in a coaches meeting where you say this might be a thing where you fake it. But I also was the special teams coordinator who always asked if we should run the fake here every time it was a special teams situation because they're just so much fun.
We'll see what's going on here, see if there is a fake dialed up. Well, they're going to go for it. Tim Nimley comes back out with Orr. The Muskies are going for it on 4th and goal from the 7.
See if they get another timeout here. Yeah, here comes, I think Rusty's going to call him.
PV's defense out on the field. Orr back to pass, looks, rolls to his left, throws to the end zone, incomplete, intended for Eli Gay, and that'll be it for the half.
That's
at halftime, it's Pleasant Valley 21 and the Muskies 14. Coach Mike Truitt coming up. Listen and stay tuned for the Pete's Tap halftime show You're listening to Muskie Football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Classes start soon. Learn more at eicc.edu.
If your bathroom is dull and boring, stop by Rivo in Muscatine to view Kohler bathroom and kitchen products. Rivo's showroom will help you with ideas and work with you to create a custom design. Is your sink stopped up? How about a dripping faucet? Rivo's talented team is ready to handle your plumbing problems. Rivo is the area's leading plumber and is now available to customers on the Illinois side of the river. Rivo is family owned and dedicated. Enjoy personalized service located at 1010 East 9th across from Family Video in Muscatine. Like Rivo on Facebook for examples of their work.
Uptown Motors reminds you it's time to winterize your vehicle, and Uptown Service is here to help. We'll inspect your vehicle's tires, belts, hoses, and more for the weather ahead and recommend any work to be done, including engine tune-ups. With winter driving comes an increased risk of collision. Uptown Motors has you covered with our new body shop. We make a stressful experience less painful with free estimates, loaner cars, and expert body repair backed by 50 years experience. We welcome insurance work and may be able to help with your deductible. Uptown Motors Service and Body Shop, Muscatine, just in time for winter and just in case.
Program at Muscatine High School. When the volleyball, swim, basketball, and baseball teams score big, they earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since 1997, their hard work has earned over $70,000 in donations from First National Bank. We are also proud to sponsor the Muskie Football Red Zone. Can't make it to the game? Don't miss a minute of the excitement. Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are back at Pleasant Valley High School at the half, and the Pleasant Valley Spartans lead the Muscatine Muskies 21-14. I'm joined here at the half on the Pete's Tap halftime show by head sophomore coach Mike Truitt. And Mike, for the first time this season, your sophomore squad dropped a tough football game to a good football team. 27-22. They trailed 27-7 at the half. Made a valiant comeback, and we talked about it a second ago. In the second half, 2 touchdowns, and we're really close on another. You're right at the goal line with a questionable fumble here or there call, whether it was in the end zone or not. And then at the end of the game, you guys were inside the 10, driving again for the go-ahead score. So your kids got down big time, and your kids at that group had not yet lost a high school game. And they fought their way back, so it really showed a lot of character with that battle back in the second half.
Oh, definitely. Probably let things get a little out of control in the first half. But, you know, we spent all week talking about how you have to be so disciplined against these guys. And this is the first time that these guys have played this offense at the high school level. And obviously it showed them something that, we weren't lying to them, and that you have to be disciplined on defense against this offense.
No doubt about it. And you were in the second half, and you're right. First half, no different than what the varsity started out tonight. First 3 drives with PV. We had a stat up here. PV averaged 16 yards per play their first 3 drives of the game tonight. But then the varsity in this contest had back-to-back stops and really swayed momentum where the Muskie offense could get back in it. Similar thing happened to you guys in that sophomore game, and you also controlled the line of scrimmage in the second half offensively. And I want to mention Mentor Cooper. He had a couple of highlight runs. Looked like Tim Nimley the way he was running over guys and breaking tackles and getting free. So I know he stood out to me. And defensively, Sanchez and is it Jorge Ocampo?
Yeah.
I thought he played outstanding in the second half, coming up and run support. But there may be some other guys you want to talk about too.
Yeah, those guys definitely Mentor grew up big time tonight and did an excellent job for us. And Anthony got hurt 2 days ago in practice. We weren't even sure we were going to have him, and it's tough for these guys because these Pleasant Valley kids have been running this offense for how many years, and so we got to try to emulate this offense in practice so that our defense doesn't come out here and get shell-shocked, and that's tough. And I selected 11 guys to be the scout team this week, and we practiced before practice to try to emulate as best we could this offense. And those guys gave a great effort, but yeah, definitely Anthony George, mentor. Xander Morgan, I'll never, he'll give you everything he's got and more if he could.
Mood in the locker room after this?
First time they've lost, so that was something. But if they're invested, it should hurt.
Right.
It really should, and I think it's an opportunity for these guys to grow and learn from this loss, and that maybe we didn't have a great practice every day this week, and that we have to come out Monday through Thursday with laser focus and make sure that we're getting better every day, not get complacent that we're 5-0 and that we don't have to work as hard as maybe we think we should.
No doubt about it, but if I know anything about your kids, and you know better than me, those guys will use this as springboard motivation and do all they can not to let that happen again. It's been a great group. It was really fun to watch them compete in the second half. Though it was a losing effort, boy, they showed me a lot in that second half, fighting back from 20 down.
Yeah, they did. They didn't give up, and it's tough with Pleasant Valley, as you know. They control the clock.
Yes.
They don't give you many opportunities to play offense. So when we were able to come out and capitalize, and we just the offensive line did a wonderful job. We just pounded the ball and pounded the ball, and that was great to see. And I think they will. I think a lot of them will use this weekend to really look at themselves in the mirror and and self-evaluate.
You bet. No Hawkeye game tomorrow. What are you going to do?
I'll figure something out.
Be a nice day to lounge at home and watch football, right?
Yeah.
Coach Mike Truitt, head sophomore football coach, head coach of the 5-1 now Muscatine Muskie sophomore squad. Get out and check out his kids every week before the varsity game. They're worth the watch. They're really a well-coached group, and these kids fight hard. Coach, thanks for joining me at the half.
Thanks, Brian.
Mike Truitt, everybody. And now Ben Nitzel will jump in. Coach Nitzel, talk about tonight's first half of the Muskie varsity game. And Ben, PV comes out, they get the hold, the short kick, and right out of the gate, Kipper runs 38 yards for a score. The Muskies did respond, though, on their very next drive and took it in. But after that, a long touchdown drive by PV and another quick hitter. And just like that, Matt Koss had the stat at that time, like I told Mike Truitt, PV at one point was averaging 16 yards per play, and they do bombard you when you don't get to prepare for a team once a year for a team like this. Tough to defend.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It calls for a lot of discipline, a lot of guys doing their job, and if you get kids caught peeking inside or outside or looking at something else, all of a sudden they crack you and go. And they're very content to get 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, and then all of a sudden rip a big one on you. So you just got to really be disciplined. And that was something we struggled with in the first half in our game, and I think varsity struggled a little bit early in this game as well.
But as the game went on here, and Joel and I had talked about this, there was a big 3rd down and 5 play where Will Zillig got Slavens to the ground and forced them to have to punt there, and that was your first stop of the night. The Muskies responded after that with a nice touchdown drive. And from then on, it was just kind of an even battle, and the Muskies ended up stalling here at the end of the half, but really had a great opportunity, even after all of that with PV, to go into the locker room tied here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the thing that's difficult about playing this offense as well is just being able to rep against it. It's such a well-oiled machine, and the way they run it is very difficult to replicate. And I know our scout team guys, both sophomore and varsity level, really worked hard this week, but even them doing the best they can, it's just very difficult to replicate. But, yeah, I thought a great response by the Muskies to come back. I mean, Tim Nimley's doing yeoman's work out there, making plays out of nothing and getting first downs. It's just a fantastic.
19 carries for 147 yards in the first half for Nimley, and that's really impressive because PV has usually in the past, especially defensively, has been known for outstanding linebacker play and pretty good up front. But I tell you what, Tim Nimley, when he's getting to the second level tonight, he's running over some people like we know Tim Nimley can do.
Well, and they're loading the box a little bit too. You notice they're not, sometimes they're playing that cover 3 with that middle safety, but sometimes they're not really putting anybody in the middle deep. And so they're putting, a ninth guy in there to try to handle him, and he's just running over guys. And, he does such a great job, great work rate, great effort. And when you can take a play that probably should be a 2-yard gain and turn it into a 12-yard gain, that's the kind of stuff that allows offenses to get up and down the field and put points on the board.
Impressive. Muskies probably are setting PV up for a shot here or there, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Eli Gay or somebody like that get free down the field here in the second half, and I'm sure you guys have talked about that because you're right, they're stacking a box, and we had an opportunity. Cooper Zeck was running free on a play earlier, just slightly overshot him, but there's definitely going to be some opportunities, it looks like, in the middle of the field in the second half.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I think they're there. Sometimes they got a guy deep and sometimes they don't. So I know Coach Mueller's going to be talking to those guys a little bit about what can we do, what do we have in the playbook, and then just trying to read a little bit on what's out there and get Carson to put us into a position to, like you said, take a couple big shots. And that's what you got to do when you're on the road in a tough place to play.
Can't let you go without asking you, is Clay Matthews now the dirtiest player in the NFL?
Give me a break. I don't know what you could possibly do. I mean, that play was unbelievable. I think I said some things that my children had never heard before, and it was just unbelievable. I don't know what to do anymore. I was like, perfect. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
I got to admit, those the Trubisky one in the game one was a legit.
That was absolutely terrible play by him.
But
Absolutely.
the last 2 weeks have been it's incredible. It really is.
I know. It's even like, hey, we want back the old days of the 1950s. It's like we went back the old days of Pee Wee football. I mean, come on. Put some flags on them then. I don't know. I was hoping we could pull off a Green Bay Packers move against your first-place Chicago Bears there and come back in the second half. We didn't quite have it.
Did you say first-place Chicago Bears?
I know. It's crazy.
I just had to get that in.
Is anybody not pumped about the Vikings losing again? How great is that?
That was exciting. That was very exciting. But tonight's Muskie night, so we're going to stay
on
track.
We'll root for the purple team tonight.
Ben Nitzel, thanks as always for joining me at the half, talking about the first half. We're going to take a 60-second break in Joel Crosshour. We'll be back with first half stats. You're listening to Muskie Football. This is the Pete's Tap Halftime Show on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Home is your most valuable asset. Protect it with a metal roof from Affordable Metal Manufacturing.
After a hailstorm, we had damage to our roof. We got a new steel roof from Affordable Metal. The service was excellent. The contractor put it on really fast, and my wife and I love that our new steel roof has added value to our home.
Call Affordable Metal Manufacturing in Muscatine at 563-264-8212 and ask about their standing seam roofing sale.
Hello, this is Jimmy Greenhoff from Toyota Muscatine, and I would love the chance to earn your business.
We have a great selection of new and used cars. Now is the time.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, please come down, give us a shot. We'll help you out in any way we can.
Hi, my name is TJ Deere. I'm the general manager here at Toyota Muscatine. Our information is free, so give us an opportunity to earn your business.
Quad Cities, Muscatine trailing Pleasant Valley 21-14. I'm Joel Krausar. Some key statistics in the first half for the Muskies. Leading the way, Tim Nimley, 19 carries for 147 yards. Carson Orr is 9 for 16 with 84 yards passing. And Eli Gay is 6 receptions for 70 yards along with a touchdown. Tim Nimley also has a touchdown on the ground for the Muskies, making up for their 14 points. For Pleasant Valley, running the ball, Royer has 4 carries for 52 yards. Slavens, 8 carries for 42 yards. Passing, Slavens is 3 for 4 for 108 yards. And Lindmark has 2 catches for 87 yards. Some other scores around the area. Pleasant Valley is obviously leading Muscatine 21-14. Davenport Central leading Davenport West 17-0. Bettendorf leading Burlington 44-0. In the second quarter. At halftime, Iowa City High and Davenport North all tied at 7. And North Scott is leading Iowa City Liberty in the first ever homecoming game at Iowa City Liberty. North Scott leads 41-7. Clear Creek Amana ahead of Clinton 21-0. Those updates coming from Matt Koss of the Quad City Times. And Wilton is leading against Wapello as well. That's going to be your halftime score and stats update. We're going to take a quick 30-second break on AM 860 FM 95.1 KWPC.
Hi, this is Maxine Mendoza from the all-new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine.
Come see how they press their tortillas fresh to order. Pick your ingredients and watch them prepare your creation right before your eyes. Try their new wet burrito today. They pack it with tasty chicken, pork, or steak with fresh salsa and guacamole, wrap it together, and smother it with warm queso. It's a Burrito Factory favorite, made right before your eyes. Their ingredients are made fresh each day for you.
Come see the new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine. Like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Pleasant Valley. Joel Krausar and Brian Musell on the call here as it's halftime on KWPC AM 860 FM 95.1. Brian, big defensive start here for Muscatine as they're going to kick off the ball to Pleasant Valley.
This first drive really could set the tone for the entire second half. I really think if the Muskies can get out the field, without Peavy getting in the end zone, I really like the momentum that they started here in the second quarter offensively. But there again, Peavy, you never know what adjustments they may have made, and we'll see how each coach has countered what they've done in the first half, and we'll see what the adjustments are at halftime. But if Peavy comes out and strikes fairly quickly again on this opening drive and gets the Muskies down 2 scores, then the Muskies aren't out of it, but it's going to be a heck of a lot harder.
No, and I don't question the decision at all to go for it by Muscatine there at the end of the half. They get that. That's a feast situation. You get that, you're tied going in, and I feel like they just still need to be feeling really good about how they ended that half because it wasn't a fluke situation. There wasn't a weird turnover here. There wasn't a miscue from Pleasant Valley. It was just Muscatine starting to win the one-on-one matchups that you need to win in order to win a football game, and let's see if they can keep that going moving forward.
No doubt about it. Great night here at Pleasant Valley High School as always. A great performance by the PV band here at the half. We're going to step away for 60 seconds, and we'll be back with second half action. You're listening to Muscatine Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Home of the 40s, serving Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Iowa City, and the Quad Cities area for years. Pete's Tap serves appetizers, wings, burgers, fish, and more. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 2 a.m. on Friday, 11 to 12 on Saturday, and noon to 10 on Sunday. Pete's Tap has over 30 different sauces for wings. Take advantage of their abundant sauces during Monday's 50-cent wings. Make Pete's Tap your home for wings, beer, and sports. Pete's Tap. So much more than a bar, come as you are. Pete's Tap proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Community Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of area high school athletics and activities. You can find Community Bank and Trust locations in Columbus Junction, Muscatine, Wilton, and Wapello. Here's to a great year in the classroom and on the field. Visit Community Bank and Trust online at www.commbk.net and download the free Community Bank and Trust mobile app available for iPhone and Android devices. At Community Bank and Trust, they put people first. Member FDIC.
Back at Pleasant Valley High School, second half action just about ready here as the Muskies will kick off to PV to start half number 2. Kyle Heim for the Muskie Journal. He's got a hood on now, so you know it's cold up here. Koss has got mittens on. I don't know how you can type on that. Oh, he doesn't. He's mitten free now.
I'm cold. I'll be honest. Joel's cold. I'm getting soft. These are the nights like this that you had the you wore like the 3 thin layers, so it looked like you just had a light jacket on the sideline, but deep down inside you knew you were big time layered up.
Doc Calvert's dressed like the Michelin Man down on the sidelines because
when you get to his age, it's the blood thins, or so I'm told. I don't know. I'm not friends enough with Doc, I think, to make fun of him like this.
Bordy with the approach and the kick, and we're underway in the second half. Lara back. He takes it about the 10. He cuts to the right side, 15-20. He's got a seam, but he's taken down from behind by Tak Portilla on a good special teams play.
So what Lara did there was really nice. He waited and timed his run up on the ball, so he caught it going full speed, and a big tackle from T to keep that from being a much bigger return.
31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Just underway in the second half. PV leads the Muskies 21-14.
Lots of time in that halftime to talk about what you did right in the second quarter to really stymie the Pleasant Valley offense for Muscatine, and now see if you can have some other wrinkles to maybe turn the tide even more and create some turnovers.
Slavens under center. He's got Lindmark to the right and Lar to the left. Kipper in the backfield along with Royer on first down. And it's going to be Slavens on the keeper, and he's got some room over the 45, over midfield into Muskie territory. And boy, Slavens exploded that time for a gain of over 20. They're going to spot this at we'll call it a gain of 21.
Well, what you need to run this offense is that quick twitch quarterback, someone who can make a quick adjustment. Not necessarily, he's not going to be the fastest guy on the field, but he can get in and out of cuts really quick. He's a very agile player at the quarterback position.
1st and 10 on the Muskie 48. Royer and Sarver, wings, Kipper in the backfield. Now Royer goes in motion. Here's a pitch, and he takes it over the left side. Good defensive play. Tak Portilla in run support. Throws him for a loss.
And forcing the pitch there it looked like Jonah Cook had broken free and just got into the vision of Slavin, maybe forcing that pitch to be a step earlier than what Pleasant Valley would have liked it to be. Good team defense there for the Muskies.
2-yard loss, and it'll be 2nd and 12 PV from midfield. Lindmark to the right. Kipper now by himself in the backfield. And Sarver in motion. Now Zillig wraps up Slavens. Down he goes. TD in on a stop, and Dalton Sell also in there. No gain, 3rd down and 12. Spartans right at midfield.
Big play there from the senior linebacker. And that's play like that in the first half kind of turned the momentum back to Muscatine's side. Good to see it keeping going in the second half.
Muskie defense fired up here. Big 3rd down opportunity for them to get off the field. Slavens in the gun. He rolls to his right. He rolls, he looks, he throws, got a man complete. 1st down, or actually short of the 1st down.
Nope, it's over. They're going to get it to him.
It is at the 36, a gain of 14.
It's a big 3rd down.
Lindmark with another big reception for the Spartans.
Good pass protection there for Pleasant Valley as well. Buffalo Wild Wings, B-Dubs, good wings, good sports, good fun bringing you Muskie football.
Well, Joel, and Slavens doesn't throw very much, but he really can throw. He throws a good football.
Yeah, he's accurate.
1st and 10, Muskie 36, Sarver in motion. Back to pass, Slavens
wheel
take
route.
Another shot, got a man wide open, and it's caught. Touchdown, Pleasant Valley, 36 yards out, and it's 13. Ben Royer, just like that. And PV goes back up 27-14.
Yeah, nice play design, wing back in a wheel route situation where the pitch man is coming out, defending the what looks like to be the option, and then Slavin just pop back.
9:44 left in the 3rd, and Hamilton on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. 9:44 left in the 3rd. Pleasant Valley 28 and the Muskies 14. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Be as simple, or maybe something a little more complex, or maybe your just doesn't work. Whether it's a service call, remodel, or new construction, Kirk Butcher Plumbing brings you quality, friendly service with over 40 years of experience working for you. Kirk Butcher Plumbing is the area's leading plumber serving all of Muscatine County, offering you the best rates, so you not only get experience, you save money as well. And his fast, friendly service means you don't have to live with that for too long. Call Kirk Butcher today, 264-6105.
Protect your home with Bosch Pest Control. Bed bugs, Asian beetles, spiders, fleas, crickets, termites, moles, and more. Bosch Pest Control uses cutting-edge technology to protect your home from these annoying pests. Bosch Pest Control is always training their technicians, so they'll be able to provide you with the best service and protection. Bosch Pest Control, across from Harper's on Grandview Avenue, South Muscatine. Don't squash them, Bosch them.
Eli Gay stands deep along with Tak Portilla for the Muskies. Eli retreats into his end zone, so it'll be a touchback, and the Muskies will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20 for their first drive here in the second half.
Yeah, big drive here for Muscatine. It's not a must-score touchdown drive, but you want to get points on every possession at this point in the second half. And, big play for Pleasant Valley. Muscatine's done a very nice job defensively of winning the line of scrimmage, from the second quarter kind of on to this point, but they've just been susceptible to the big play a little bit in the pass game.
Tim Nimley, the workhorse in the first half with 19 carries for 147, and he gets it here to start. He's got a big hole. Nimley, 35-40, 45 midfield, 45-40, 35-20, and tripped up from behind at the 16. A touchdown-saving tackle by Brennan Sarver as Tim Nimley putting on a show tonight. And that's going to be a gain of 65 down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah,
Nimley
big
now
run.
over 200 yards rushing, and we have 9.5 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, great job from that offensive line for Muscatine. No one touching Nimley until he's about 12 yards into the secondary, and he breaks a tackle and goes almost for a touchdown.
There's Gay now over the right side. Eli stutter steps, and he's brought down at about the 12 as the Muskies are in the First National Bank red zone. Go see Wayne Johansson or Ron Monahan for any of your commercial loan needs, and Steve Ellsworth for all your ag lending needs at First National Bank of Muscatine. 4-yard gain down to the 11. Second down and 6 Muskies from the PV11. This is how you answer that touchdown drive. Or gives to Nimley, Tim inside the 10, and they get him stacked up and down, probably near the 7, depending on the spot.
Should be maybe close to another. So, yeah, third and short here.
Gonna say the 7. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Muskies at the PV7. 8.5 to play in the third. And PV leads the Muskies 28-14. Eli Gay all by himself, split left. And the Muskies have twins right. They give to Nimley over the right side. Oh, a great play from behind. Number 42 for PV. Logan Collier with the tackle, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I still think you go for it here. I know it's 4th and 2, but.
And he lost a yard. It's 4th and 3 from the 8. He's no doubt he'll go for this. Big play for the Muskie offense early in the third. Same formation, twins right, Gay to the left. Carson Orr, he's going to keep it. Now he throws for Gay, corner of the end zone. Complete, touchdown! Eli Gay from Carson Orr. 8 yards out, touchdown Muskies.
Yeah, they were able to get that one-on-one coverage on the outside. And just a simple corner route. And throw it up there where your stud receiver can go and get it.
Eli Gay went up and made a play. Carson Orr threw it only where Eli could go get it, and he did. And with 7:41, the Muskies, a quick 2-minute drive there, have gotten themselves back to within 1 score. Bordion for the PAT. Good snap and hold. The kick is blocked. 28-20 PV with 7:41 left in the third. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie Football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Known for their honest and friendly service, Trucks Unlimited of Muscatine is a family-owned business where your vehicle is in reliable and capable hands. Truckers can have their trucks inspected to meet DOT requirements, and RVs can be serviced, and camping supplies are also offered. Schedule an appointment to get your air conditioning checked for your truck, big rig, or motorhome. Come in and visit Bridget and Marty Mills, owners of Trucks Unlimited, located on the corner of Mittman and Highway 61.
Fitness is a proud supporter of Muskie football. Go Muskies!
are back at Pleasant Valley High School. Bordy with the approach and the kick as we restart the game. Lara runs up and takes it at the 10, 15. Cuts to his right, the 20. He's got a block on the edge, 30, and he's out near the 35-yard line before he's tripped up. And PV will come out for their second possession of the second half.
Lara is a dangerous return man, and he almost broke one there. There was a call that I felt could have been a block in the back going into that return, but a big return for Pleasant Valley nonetheless, but still about 68 yards to go for the Spartan offense.
7:33 left in the third. 28-20 PV, and an entertaining night of high school
I wasn't expecting this to be a 48 points scored, 3 minutes into the second half type football game.
Big game for both of these teams in District 6. Slavens barks out the signals. He's going to keep it over the left side. He cuts back. He's over the 40, 45. Look out. Slavens down the sideline, and he's going to score just like that. A 67-yard touchdown run by Max Slavens. And boy, Joel, he hit the cutback hole and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and he was hitting the backfield. So just
quite a player.
He was able to break a tackle and score on a big play. It's a shootout here, Brian.
Just like that, and that's third one-play drive is correct.
We just
Kipper
heard that
with
from
a 38-yard run and a 42-yard pass play from Slavens to Lindmark, and now a 67-yard run by Slavens. Hamilton with a PAT, and the kick is good. 7:20 left in the third, and it's PV 35 and a Muskies 20. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Visit Harper Cycling and Fitness, where you will discover the world's best bikes for road, mountain climbing, or city cycling. Stop in and ride away on a new Trek or electric bicycle, professionally assembled and adjusted for you riding around town or across the state. Harper Cycling and Fitness has an agenda to make the world a happier, healthier place by getting more people on bikes more often. Harper Cycling and Fitness in Muscatine is your bicycle headquarters. When you think bikes, think Harper's. Harper Cycling and Fitness is a proud supporter of Muskie football. Go Muskies!
What Friday? Thursday is coming for you. You've been the best day of the week for far too long. But now every Thursday, Buffalo Wild Wings sells boneless wings at a discounted price. That's right, Friday. Thursday's looking real confident. And it's not afraid to use partial priced wings to be the big man on the calendar. Boneless Thursdays. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. See participating locations for details. Void where prohibited.
Proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Back at Pleasant Valley High School, and there's the kickoff, and it's going to go through the end zone by Hamilton. A couple of stats here. Max Slavens has got 2 touchdown passes and 130 yards passing and 2 touchdown runs and a total of 158 yards rushing. Tim Nimley, 22 carries, 215 for the Muskies, and Eli Gay 7 for 78.
So Tim Nimley's averaging 9.7 yards a carry this game.
Yeah, incredible.
It's a big night, but it's all the only thing he cares about right now is getting ahead on the scoreboard, though.
35-20 Pleasant Valley, 7:20 left here in the third. The Muskies go 2-by-2 on first down from their own 20. Hamilton's done a great job pinning them back. He's kicked almost everyone into the end zone. Or he's going to keep it this time. Carson over the left side. Now he flares it out on a lateral back, and it looks like Cooper Zeck got it that time, and he's going to gain a couple.
Yeah, I understand the play call. I understand the play design. But one of the things that the young quarterback's got to learn on that is maybe just take the profit that you're getting and get the 4 yards instead of trying to get the extra yardage.
So call it a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 Muskies on their own 22. Twins right for the Muskies. Or gives to Nimley. Timley's straight up the gut. He's out to about the 25. He's going to gain 2 or 3 and bring up third down for the Muskies. 3rd and 5 from the 25.
Tackle made by number 55.
Brady McDaniel checks into the Muskie lineup. First time I've seen Brady tonight. He'll go wide left with Hardy and Gay as the Muskies have 3 receivers to the left.
Really, Muskie's avoided that 3rd and long the last few possessions.
Now Nimley goes in motion. The Muskies are empty. Or back to pass, sets, shoots it over the middle, and it's incomplete at the 26, and there is a flag. They're going to get an interference flag from the side judge.
Yeah, I mean, Gay is obviously our leading receiver for the Muskies. Zach Hardy was streaking down the middle of the field, and I would imagine that the coaching staff up here, a booth over, is going to make sure that young Carson Orr knows that.
So on 3rd down and 5, the Muskies are going to get an interference flag on Pleasant Valley.
But that is not an automatic first down, is it, in the high school?
It's a 15-yard penalty.
Okay, is it?
So it pushes it out to
the
40.
It's one that we've seen misenforced then earlier this year because my confidence is shaken by some of these high school officials as far as how they've enforced some of the penalties.
It's going to be spotted on the 39. So after the walk-off, 1st and 10 Muskies on their own 39-yard line. 6 minutes left in the 3rd. PV leads the Muskies 35-20. Twins to the right for the Muskies. Hardy to the left. Or he's going to keep it this time. Up the gut, and Carson fights out over the 40 to about the 43. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Carson Orr with the carry.
CBI Bank and Trust ask about the Hometown Hundreds program, also the sponsor of our Players of the Game.
McDaniel wide left for the Muskies. Hardy and Gay to the left. Sorry, McDaniel to the right. On 2nd and 6. Look for Nimley here. Orr gives to Tim straight at the gut. 45 to the 47. He's going to gain 4. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a short spot, too. That's right, even with us. That's a candidate, in my opinion, for the Vision Center. Questionable call of the game.
Just throw it out there, Joel.
That's it. That's a terrible spot. He's had bad spots all night.
All right.
I bit my tongue. I can't any longer.
Trips left, Zek to the right on 3rd and 2. From their own 47. Orr gives to Nimley. 1st down out near midfield as he keeps pushing. The lineman doing a good job pushing the pile. Look at McDaniel Matthias pushing the pile out over midfield. They're going to spot it on a 49, I believe, into PV territory.
Yeah, just a good hard run again for Nimley. And big 1st down there. A good no-panic drive for the Muskies here. Yeah, they're down 2 scores, but there's lots of time left in this football game.
And they spot it squarely on midfield, a 3-yard gain. 1st and 10 Muskies, 4.5 left, and they trail 35-20. There's Orr, rolls to his right. Pump fakes, looks downfield, got a shot, he's got McDaniel, he's got it!
There it is.
15, 10, 5, and down inside the 5. Carson Orr to Brady McDaniel on a big play down to the 6, actually. A gain of 44.
Big catch from the big wide receiver, Brady McDaniel, 6'5", getting wide open in the middle of the field and coming up with the catch. Good throw from Orr.
And that's going to be there the way they're stacking the box, Joel. The Muskies are going to have to take some shots. And big play. Muscatine 1st and goal now. On the 6. Nimley gets it. Tim cuts back inside the 5. Fighting towards the end zone. There's a late flag. Going to get the Muskies for a hold as he's down near the 1.
And that's in the vicinity of holding.
Flag on the play.
And it is a holding.
Holding called against Muscatine.
On the Muskies. The Muskies have an injured player on the field. And the training staff runs out. It looks like the fine sophomore Xander Stolfus. And he doesn't wait for the help. He gets up and
and they tell him to sit back down.
Let's hope he's okay. Fine sophomore offensive lineman for the Muskies.
And so the penalty was a holding? Is that what they ended up calling? I never saw the signal. I was looking at the injured player.
Stolfus being worked on by Nicole Calvert.
The Burrito Factory, home of the wet burrito on Park Avenue in Muscatine, bringing you Muskie football. Along with Toyota of Muscatine, they're driven to give you an excellent experience, and they're also driven to bring you the highlight of the week, which you can find on the Voice of Muscatine Facebook page, as well as the YouTube channel, Voice of Muscatine. If you haven't liked Voice of Muscatine's Facebook page, do that right now as we have a little bit of a break. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can watch this game immediately following this evening on those two mediums.
Xander Stolfus gets up. He's being assisted off. To a nice round of applause here.
He's trying to, now he's going to try to walk off on his own power. Tough kid.
And he looks the way he's walking, he may be back out there.
Yeah, I think he will be, assuming there's nothing catastrophic. And his dad, who's one of the assistant coaches, was out there with him as well. So this is 1st and 15 here. 1st and goal from the 15. You know, this is where you got some big receivers. Hardy, Bordy, and McDaniel are tall.
And Zach.
Yeah, and Zach. They're all tall receivers that can be a real nightmare in the red zone.
So it's 1st down and goal now for the Muskies. After the penalty, back just outside the 15-yard line. Xander Stolfus probably going to get retaped there. It's like patching a tire, Joel. He'll be back. Hardy to the left, Zek and McDaniel to the right. And Nimley goes in motion. Or back to pass. Throws it back to Hardy. He's at the 10. Zach Hardy inside the 10. Inside the 5. And he's down to about the 3. A gain of 12. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Really good use of formation again there. Getting the screen to Hardy. So much of the offense in the previous games have run through Gay and Nimley at this point, you know, to work some of these other guys into these screen routes. Pleasant Valley kind of caught on their heels there.
Going to call it the 4, actually. 2nd and goal from the 4. Zek and Gay to the right, or left. And now there's a give to Nimley over the right side. Tim going to be stopped short of the goal line at about the 2.
A really good tackle there from Pleasant Valley.
Max O'Brien, linebacker, in the middle of that. So it's 3rd and goal from the 2.
You rarely stop Nimley on first contact like happened on that play right there.
Same formation. Muskies go 2 by 2, way wide. Nimley may get another one here. And it's going to be Tim again over the right side. He's hit hard and stopped short. Max O'Brien again. And it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1 with 2.5 minutes left here in the 3rd. Big play again for the Muskie offense.
Absolutely go for it in this situation. 4th and 2. At some point, you got to just convert on one of these.
They had a 4th down and goal from the 8 earlier, and they had a touchdown pass from Orr to Eli Gay. And this is going to be a play-action pass, middle of the end zone. God, touchdown! Cooper Zek! A great play call, and a great throw for Moore. And Cooper Zek goes high in the air and comes down with a touchdown catch.
I think we're going to go for 2 here, considering the extra point was blocked on their last time. Just a nice job of Cooper Zek going up and getting that jump ball like a rebound on the basketball court.
Muskie's going for 2, 2:09 left, and it's 35-26. There's a play-action pass over the middle again, and the Muskies convert. Eli Gay on the 2-point conversion, 35-28, 2:09 left in the 3rd.
Carson Orr dropped an absolute dime on that 2-point conversion. That was a perfect throw.
Stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies.
Need something fast? Come to Westside Store and grab a hot, fresh Godfather's Pizza. They're made with the freshest ingredients, 100% real meats, cheeses, and fresh vegetables. The Muskies and Godfather's Pizza, a winning combination. Call 263-7214 now to order yours tonight, or stop by the Westside Store on the corner of Cedar and Hauser.
Hi, this is Brian Musell, voice of the Muscatine Muskies. Before each broadcast, I get a hot, fresh Godfather's Pizza from Westside Store, proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. At about the 5, he fumbles it, picks it up. He's at the 10, 15, he's got a seam, and he's out over the 20 to about the 24. Carson Orr with that touchdown pass, that's his third one of the night. He's thrown for 149 yards. He's got 2 passes to Gay for touchdowns and 1 now to Cooper Zeck. Tim Nimley with 226 yards rushing. 2-point conversion are good to Eli Gay. And the Muskies are back in this one, 35-28. 2:06 now left here in the third.
Yeah, Lara almost breaking another one. And how many times do you see that? A guy muffs a kickoff and they actually throws the timing of the defense off and they have a little seam. So good recovery for the Muskies.
See what PV comes back for their answer. There's a toss over the left side, and it's going to be Brandmeier. And he's out over the 25 to about the 28.
We got a couple yards there, I think maybe 5 on that carry, but a nice job from Dalton Sell holding the edge, forcing the Brandmeier to have to cut back into the pursuit, and that's what you got to do.
Gain of 5 to the 29, 2nd and 5 Spartans. Great high school football game, folks. Hopefully, if you didn't make the trip, you've enjoyed this one, and you can watch the replay all weekend long on Channel 9 and 709, 10, 3, and 8. There's a give straight up the gut. And it's going to be close to a first down. And it was Brandmeier again.
We've got a couple home games coming up here in the Muskie schedule and one more road game against Davenport North in Week 9. Might be good. Hey, if you want to do that, call Quality Transport. Rent their 21-passenger limo bus. Have a little road trip party on your way to the Muskie game.
I'm thinking we should take that to, Iowa City West. That'd be fun. It should be a radio station road trip.
I'm in.
Work that out. That would be. That's got to be in the entertainment budget, isn't it?
I didn't have an entertainment budget when I was the sports director, so I don't know what it is now.
First down after the measurement.
Is that just me telling bad dad jokes?
Well, we've
on the way?
We've kind of gone public here asking for it, right?
Sure.
I mean, is there a GoFundMe page so we can get that limo somewhere?
I'm sure.
Just throwing it out there, Joel.
That's a big first down for Pleasant Valley to get it on that measurement.
34-yard line, 1st and 10. Muskie defense needs a stop. Minute 20 to go in the third, and it's 35-28 Pleasant Valley. Slavens brings them out. Motion man is Royer, and they give it straight up the gut. And it's Brandmeier again, 3 straight carries for him. And he's out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Now, the young man's coming off of an injury, and they're feeding him a little bit more on this series. Sometimes you get guys who have maybe taken a couple practices off, they start becoming susceptible to ball security issues, and Muscatine really could use a turnover right here.
PV now milking the clock a little bit. Now Brandmeier in the backfield. PV comes out 2nd and 3. Sarver in motion, and there's Slavens on the keeper on the left side over midfield, and Shelengowski gets him to the ground into Muskie territory at the 47, a gain of 12. 1st and 10 Spartans.
Yeah, just a quarterback sweep there. Lara, wide receiver, doing a really nice job of blocking the corner down, keeping that open edge for Slavin on the quarterback sweep.
Ball on the 47, 1st and 10 Spartans.
The Vision Center, the leaders in eye care, bringing you Muskie Athletics. See them in Muscatine, Tipton, and Wapello.
15 seconds and counting here in the third. Sarver in motion. There's Slavens again on the keeper over the left side. 40, 35, 30. Steps out of bounds at about the 34-yard line, and he's going to get another first down. A gain of 13 with 2 seconds left in the third.
He just uses that stiff arm so well as well. Rivo Incorporated, your custom fireplace headquarters in Muscatine. It's almost fireplace weather.
Well, I think there's a few that will probably be flowing tonight. So it's 1st and 10 Pleasant Valley from the Muskie 34 now with 2 seconds left in the third. They lead the Muskies 35-28. Lindmart to the left for the Spartans. Royer in motion. Slavens keeps it. He's hit hard by Togadisa and Brennan Broders and taken to the turf. And that's the last play of the third quarter. We've played 3. It's Pleasant Valley 35 and the Muscatine Muskies 28. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
When my hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise. Au revoir!
Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
CBI Bank and Trust is pleased to be a voice of Muscatine Sports Booster and proud to be the corporate sponsor of the Muskie Mania program. Since 1995, it has resulted in donations totaling over $100,000 from the bank to the school. The money is used to pay for special non-budgeted needs. Watch the total grow on the CBI's Facebook page. And go Muskies. Aim high, bank strong. CBI Bank and Trust. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
And the Spartans lead the Muskies 35-28. An explosive third quarter, Joel. Both teams trading 2 touchdowns and a lot of fireworks, and we'll see what the fourth quarter has in store.
Yeah, if it's anything like the first, I mean, this is one that's going to be talked about for a while.
There's Slavens. He pitches to Brandmeier over the left side, and he's got big room inside the Muskie 25, and we'll see where they spot this one.
That's going to be a first down.
Down to about the 22. Call it a gain of 12.
Ball marked at the
23, a gain of 11.
23.5 yards.
Uptown Motors voted best used car dealer with a full service department too, bringing you Muskie football. And Bosch Pest Control, don't squash them, Bosch them.
One of the best slogans ever. I mean, that really is.
It's been around forever.
It's been around forever. It's effective. 1st and 10 PV on the Muskie 23. Motion man is Sarver. Slavens keeps it over the left side. 20. Stiff arms the tackler and gets down at about the 15. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Shelengoski ran him out of bounds there.
I mean, the one word that just keeps coming to my mind watching Slavin run this offense is he's just decisive. There's no second guessing. He everything he does with assertiveness and confidence, and that's what you want in an option quarterback.
2nd down and 2, PV from the Muskie 15-yard line. And now we've got a stoppage.
Trying to figure out what's going on here. I think they're saying, I wonder if they think that PV called a timeout.
Not sure what the discussion is here. Looking at the clock, I think.
Yeah, maybe the clock operator didn't have the clock rolling, or this is where you wish the officials were microphoned at the high school level so you could know what's going on.
No, you may not want that sometimes.
Well, as a champion of information like I am.
No,
I'm just kidding. Nevertheless, a big 2nd down and 2 play for the Muskies.
And we're still.
Pete's Tap, so much more than a bar. Come as you are at Pete's Tap. They'll be open when we get home.
Oh, 40s and wings, baby. Pete's Tap.
Harper Cycling and Fitness. Greg and Charlie Harper remind you that bicycling is a great activity.
And now we're ready to go. Clock issues have been solved. 2nd and 2 Spartans from the Muskie 15. There's a toss to Brandmeier over the left side. He's going to get the first down inside the 10, and the Muskies are gang tackling him there, and they get him to the turf. Dalton Sell leads the charge, along with Prince Wee.
Dalen Schillingowski looks like he got in there as well to stop the initial play.
Going to spot this at about the 8-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 7. 1st and goal for the Spartans on the Muskie 7. 10:55 left in the game, and Pleasant Valley leads the Muskies 35-28.
Watch that. We haven't seen the counter option much like we saw in the sophomore game. I'm wondering if they've been saving it for this type of a red zone situation.
They tried the reverse that time, Joel, and they fumbled it. There's Slavens over the left side. He's to the 5, reaches for the end zone, and he dives in for the touchdown. Max Slavens, another touchdown run. 8 yards out, and Pleasant Valley goes on top 41-28 with 10:26 left in the game.
Such a nice player is Slavens. The minute he turned the corner, he's at about the 3-yard line and just launched into the end zone. Big touchdown for the Spartans.
Slavens now, that is his 3rd touchdown run. 1 of 2, 1 of 67, and this 1 of 8. He's also thrown for 2 touchdowns. And the kick by Hamilton is good. 10:26 left, 42-28 PV. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Classes start soon. Learn more at eicc.edu.
If your bathroom is dull and boring, stop by Rivo in Muscatine to view Kohler bathroom and kitchen products. Rivo's showroom will help you with ideas and work with you to create a custom design. Is your sink stopped up? How about a dripping faucet? Rivo's talented team is ready to handle your plumbing problems. Rivo is the area's leading plumber and is now available to customers on the Illinois side of the river. Rivo is family owned and dedicated. Enjoy personalized service located at 1010 East 9th across from Family Video in Muscatine. Like Rivo on Facebook for examples of their work.
Muskies. Go Muskies.
Back at Pleasant Valley High School. Hamilton with the kickoff, and it's a short pop fly kick, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds as Cooper Zeck came up to field it and really had a collision with a PV player, and he's down. And the ball went out of bounds. It'll be Muskie football. A couple of key stats. Let's hope this young man's okay. Can't see who it is yet, but
it's one of the PV players.
Max Slavens has 172 yards rushing, 158 passing. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for 3. And PV has 318 yards on the ground, Joel, so far with 10:24 left in the game.
Yeah, and this collision was a big one. What it was, that was I think a pop-up onside kick attempt from Pleasant Valley. Both players going to get the ball, and the Pleasant Valley. It was just a big collision.
He's going to get up, and let's see who it is. And I believe is it Lindmark, number 10 it is, and he's had a big game tonight. Fine receiver and running down on special teams, and he took a shot. As both guys going for the football, Lindmark and Cooper Zeck, and ball went out of bounds. It'll be Muskie football.
And Muscatine will get the ball. Yeah, decent field position on that, but since it did touch Cooper, his shoulder, as that collision really catapulted the ball out of bounds, that's what prevented it from being a penalty.
So Muscatine comes out. They need to get a score here of some kind to keep it down to one score. A touchdown obviously would be the biggest help. 427 to 393 total yards.
393 for Muscatine, 477.
477 for PV in total yards tonight. Muscatine 393. Folks, if you came here for a defensive struggle, you're not going to get it. These offenses have been terrific. Carson Orr, back to pass, shoots it down the middle for Gay. It's complete over the 40, and now they're saying incomplete.
I just don't know how this official can come over here and overrule that.
Yeah.
He reacted to the Pleasant Valley players' signal.
The
and
Muskie staff was not happy,
well,
and they were right there.
So from where he's positioned, and this is official mechanics, that is the back judge and the umpire's call, unless he's absolutely certain that he saw something. That's bad officiating mechanics right there from this side judge.
2nd and 10. You want to change your vision center call?
Well, he was guilty of the last one, so we're just going to plop it on him for the whole game.
Or back to pass, throws it back to Gay in the slot, and he drops it incomplete. Did they throw a flag?
They did not throw a flag. There's some extracurricular. First off, it's an incomplete pass. And then he wouldn't let go of Eli. So this is a frustrating situation. It's 3rd and 10 for Muscatine, but the Muscatine faithful, and honestly, I felt like that was a flaggable offense.
It was an incomplete pass, and really, after the whistle blown, he continued to drive Eli back and wouldn't separate. And there was a little extracurricular activity. Watch a replay on that, folks. There's Orr over the middle, got Zach over the 35 to the 37. That should be a first down for the Muskies. Found his big, reliable tight end, Cooper Zach.
But even on that play, as he's spotting the ball, he starts to drift back towards the sticks, even though it was a clear gain out to about the 40-yard line.
Out to the 39, a gain of 12, first on Muskies. Muskies twins right, Hardy left. They give to Nimley. Tim over left tackle, and he's going to gain a couple out to about the 43-yard line.
Just tripped up there. And Nimley is down.
Tim's down, and that's not.
I think it looked like he stepped on someone's foot as he was coming through that hole. Maybe rolled his ankle, or maybe he's even cramping up. Which you say, how do you cramp up on a 48-degree night? And it doesn't take much. It's just a little dehydration.
Well, as many times as he's run the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
Buffalo Wild Wings bringing you Muskie football along with the community college, Muscatine Community College, and Uptown Motors.
Working on Tim Nimley out there.
It looks like they're just stretching his calf out.
And folks, we've got great sponsors. We've had,
it's going to be
Muscatine football, basketball. These guys have been so blessed with tremendous sponsors. Starting lineup tonight brought to you by Great Clips. Post-game show coming up, quality transport, and we'll name our CBI Bank and Trust offensive and defensive players of the game. Joel, of course, been on a questionable call tonight, more than normal. Facebook highlight video will be Toyota Muscatine.
And I'm glad I don't.
Plumbing is our PAT sponsor.
I'm glad I don't have to cut up that highlight video because there's been a lot to pick from for this game.
Nimley walks off.
Ball mark at the Muscatine 43.
He's not happy. He wants to keep playing, and I'm sure he'll find a way to get back out there.
This looks like Dalen Shilingoski goes in at the tailback position.
And he's a good back. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 Muskies on their own 43. Gay and Hardy to the left, Zach and Bordy to the right. 9:46 left in this one. The Muskies trail 42-28. Orr gives to Shelengowski over the right side. Dalen over midfield. 45-40. And inside the 40 to about the 37. Shelengowski, just like that, rips off a 20-yard run.
Yeah, and it's not because there's no other backs in the stable for this Muskie offense. Nimley's just been that good this season. Shelengowski, a starting linebacker, showing you his athletic ability on the offensive side of the ball.
There's Orr rolling to his left. Carson looks, he throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Hardy. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I always feel like if a defensive back looks immediately to the side judge to see if he's going to throw a flag, then maybe a flag should have been thrown. If the guy's thinking he should have. This side judge is in my doghouse.
That was close. Lentz got there real close to when the ball did. 2-by-2 for the Muskies, 2nd and 10. There's Orr, play action. He's got Gay, and it's complete. Eli gets down to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and short. Going to be down to the 30. 3rd and 3 for the Muskies on the PB30.
And Nimley's back in.
See if Tim gets it here. 3rd and 3 Muskies on the PB30. And this is Orr. He's going to keep it. He's going to get the first down. He slides down at about the 26. A gain of 4, 1st down.
So that's a good 1st down conversion for the quarterback, Carson Orr.
And Carson's kept it and run a little more than normal tonight, but it's there for him.
He's a good athlete.
Yes, he is. Muskies go wide 2-by-2 here on 1st and 10. Orr and Nimley in the backfield. Carson going to keep it again over the right side. This time they're waiting for him. And Collier takes him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard to the 27. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, good defensive play there for the Pleasant Valley defensive end, outside linebacker.
Clock ticking at 8:25. PV 42 and the Muskies 28. Gay slot left, Hardy wide left. And Bordy to the right. They give it to Nimley over the right side. Tim cuts back. He's at the 20, 15, down inside the 10, still going inside the 5, down to the 4. Tim Nimley rips off 22 yards.
Just a good hard run. How many times have we seen him this year finish with his feet moving and his back facing where he's going? He finishes the play running backwards sometimes.
1st and goal Muskies in the First National Bank red zone. Once again, go see Sharon Hahn at First National Bank for your real estate needs. And there's a give to Nimley. They're pushing the pile, and he's going to be short of the goal line. Probably gained a yard. Down to the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It just seems like countless times tonight we've gotten to that 4-yard line mark, and the defense from Pleasant Valley has just bowed its neck.
Once again, Muskie spread out the formation with the receivers. 2nd and goal. Nimley, actually, Orr gets it, throws, he's got Gay, touchdown! Carson Orty like a 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Muskies are right back in it. 42-34 PV with 7:22 left.
And because that ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, Cooper Zeck is able to just block into the end zone and keep that corner off of Gay, and he just another pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Orty on for the PAT. There's a snap, the kick by Carson, and it is good. 7:22 left. PV 42, the Muskies 35. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie football on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Uptown Motors reminds you it's time to winterize your vehicle, and Uptown Service is here to help. We'll inspect your vehicle's tires, belts, hoses, and more for the weather ahead and recommend any work to be done, including engine tune-ups. With winter driving comes an increased risk of collision. Uptown Motors has you covered with our new body shop. We make a stressful experience less painful with free estimates, loaner cars, and expert body repair backed by 50 years experience. We welcome insurance work and may be able to help with your deductible. Uptown Motors Service and Body Shop, Muscatine, just in time for winter and just in case.
At Non-Emergency Transport, we serve as an extension to your family by providing prompt and comfortable transportation for the elderly, individuals in wheelchairs, medical patients, or anyone in need. Whether it's a doctor's appointment, hospital discharge, or even a family event, 24/7. Non-Emergency Transport services the Muscatine, Quad City, and Iowa City areas. Call 299-3513 today. Non-Emergency Transport, safe transport. That's our promise to you.
Go Muskies, and God bless.
Bordy set to kick off, and there's the approach in the boot, and it's going to be Lara back on his 2. He's to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's out near the 30 before he's brought down, so PV will have it there. 7:15 left. It's 42-35 Pleasant Valley. A fantastic high school football game here tonight. And the Muskies need to stop here so they can get the ball back and try to tie this up.
You had the over-under set at 68 on this, right?
Absolutely, yes.
477 points scored in this ball game tonight between these two teams. And there's still 7 minutes to go.
PV had a shootout earlier this year, 49-42, which they lost to Cedar Rapids Prairie. First and 10 PV on their own 29. Slavens under center. Roar in motion, and now they give straight up the gut. It's Kipper this time, the sophomore. And he gets over the 35 to about the 36. Gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3.
Pleasant Valley's just efficiency on first down has been a challenge in this half.
Second and 3. For PV. 6:40 to go. They lead the Muskies by 7. There's a Slavens keeping over the left side. Broder's in pursuit, and he's out over the 45 midfield and still running first down. Slavens just continues to be impressive with the ball in his hand. We've seen what running tonight. Slavens of PV and Nimley from Muscatine.
Yeah, he's just done a nice job again running this offense. I mean, it looked like that was going to the fullback, and Muscatine had it stopped. He just, on the late keep, pulls it out and is able to get the first down.
16-yard run there as Slavens getting close to 200 yards on the ground. Unofficially, we've got him for 188. Well, it's Matt Koss. It's official. First and 10.
Price
from
Waterhouse
the Muskie 48.
Koss.
There's Slavens again on the keep. 40, 35, look out. Slavens, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Muskies get him to the ground, but he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Max Slavens, 48-yard run. 5:53 left, and it's PV 48 and the Muskies 35.
Just that quarterback
His
follow
4th
play.
rushing touchdown of the game.
Doc Portilla almost able to run him down, but he was unable to. He tackled him, but just right at the goal line, he was able to stretch into the end zone.
Hamilton on for the PAT. That would be, I believe, 236 yards rushing. There's the snap.
False start?
Going to have a false start, I believe, on PV.
Illegal snap, yeah. See if Muscatine can block an extra point here like PV did a little bit earlier in the game. This has been a track meet, and it wasn't the game I was expecting a track meet to break out.
I haven't seen this many points scored since Joe Wieskamp graduated. There's a snap and a kick. And it is good.
Not by much, though.
5:53 left. It's PV 49 and the Muskies 35. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hello, this is Jimmy Greenhoff from Toyota Muscatine, and I would love the chance to earn your business.
We have a great selection of new and used cars. Now is the time.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, please come down, give us a shot. We'll help you out in any way we can.
Hi, my name is TJ Deere. I'm the general manager here at Toyota Muscatine. Our information is free, so give us an opportunity to earn your business.
Home is your most valuable asset. Protect it with a metal roof from Affordable Metal Manufacturing.
After a hailstorm, we had damage to our roof. We got a new steel roof from Affordable Metal. The service was excellent. The contractor put it on really fast, and my wife and I love that our new steel roof has added value to our home.
Call Affordable Metal Manufacturing in Muscatine at 563-264-8212 and ask about their standing seam roofing sale.
15, and he gets ridden to the turf before the 20. Max Slavens tonight for Pleasant Valley has 4 touchdown runs, 1 of 2, 1 of 67, 1 of 8, and 1 of 48. He's got 236 rushing yards on the night and 158 passing yards. Tim Nimley, 254 yards rushing for the Muskies. Just incredible.
He's just under the 1,000-yard mark for the season.
19-yard line, 1st and 10 Muskies. 5:47. They got to pick up the tempo a little bit now, Joel.
Yep.
Muskies stack the right side with 3 receivers on the short side. Or gives to Nimley over the right side. Tim fights out over the 20 to maybe the 21. Gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Just that then Tim with 30 carries on the night. It's just been a tremendous performance for just the sophomore from Muscatine. But need some receivers to come up with some big plays here as the time starts to tick.
2nd down and 8. Carson Orr back to pass, going to take a shot, and it's incomplete. Overshot Carson Bordy on the right. I think Carson threw that before he wanted to.
Yeah, he was trying to run a double move there on the outside, but good pressure in the face of the quarterback, and Orr just had to speed up his read.
3rd down and 8 Muskies on their own 21. City High and Davenport North are tied 21 all in overtime. North at 4-1.
And that's a district matchup there, so that has some bearing on what happens tonight, too.
Or back to pass. Rolls to his right. Rush is on. Carson throws, and it's incomplete. And they'll bring it 4th down and 8 for the Muskies on their own 21.
They're going to punt it here, and I agree with this decision to punt it. 3 timeouts.
5:05 left. You got to punt. You never know. You get a turnover on the punt.
Maybe rough the kicker or something like that. Look, crazier things have happened.
Sarver will drop back deep for Pleasant Valley. Carson Bordy will punt this time for the Muskies as Sarver's back on his own 40. And now there's a flag.
Too many men on the field for Muscatine.
The Muskies were running a player off late. So that'll be a 5-yard walk-off.
Too many players on the field called against Muscatine.
Yeah, now we have a substitution here from Pleasant Valley, which makes me believe that this could be their punt block team.
5:05 left. PV 49 and the Muskies
now
35.
PV's calling a timeout.
And now PV wants a timeout.
Weird situational substitution there. You don't see that often, which is why I was believing that maybe they had some sort of personnel grouping for a punt block now that Frazier's going to have his heels on the goal line.
Joel, tell the fans where they can see this game immediately following the game, where can they find this?
Yeah, voiceofmuscatine.com. That's where I've been watching it. It's also available on the Voice of Muscatine's Facebook page. And you can also, I watched on my smart TV on YouTube at our house. I watched the last week's game with my 7-year-old and 2-year-old boys as we were hanging out at the house.
So
last
if you
weekend.
guys are grabbing a burrito at the burrito factory,
Right.
go home and you'll watch this. Or you're just leaving Pete's Tap, or
You can watch it on your phone,
if
too,
you're
when
gonna
you
have
drive
another
home.
40 at Pete's Tap and maybe some wings or whatever. If you're B-dubs, do what you got to do. But check this game out.
And
this
also,
has been entertaining.
Follow the Voice of Muscatine on Twitter as well, and they have actually in-game highlights going throughout the game.
There's the snap to Bordy, and he gets rid of the kick. And PV didn't have anybody deep, and what a roll for Carson Bordy.
Get down and cover, though. Preserve as much clock as possible here.
It's going to be down at the 20, and they down it right there. So a big punt.
Huge punt.
Of 63 yards for Carson Bordy, and PV will take over right there on their own 20.
I tell you what, I love having this on the YouTube channel because I'll sit down and I'll rewatch the games in preparation for the following week. Get that rewatch there, and it's a good way to do it. And big thanks to our video team of Jordan Davis and Alex, and some high school students run the cameras as well. So this isn't just something for our broadcast; it's a good educational opportunity.
The work
as well.
Chris Anderson puts into this, these guys are terrific. PV comes out now, 1st and 10 on their own 20. Sarver in motion. There's Slavens on the keep again. Out over the 25 to the 27.
How many carries is that for him tonight?
Not sure on the Slavens carries yet.
It's got to be over. I think he's got over 30 carries as well.
And they're going to run some clock if they can now. Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 PV.
CBI Bank
26.
CBI Bank and Trust bringing you Muskie football. I almost said basketball. It kind of feels like we're going to a basketball game the way the cold weather
you're looking
has
at the
creeped in.
scoreboard.
That's true. Yeah, this is, well, not PV. There's about 10 too many points for a Pleasant Valley basketball
exactly.
game.
There's Royer in motion. Now they give it. Actually, Slavens keeps it. The Muskies stack him up. Short of the first down at the 29. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Is it possible that Pleasant Valley's football team is averaging more points this season than what their basketball team will average?
But they have an outstanding program.
Right.
Outstanding basketball program.
We just need a shot clock in Iowa because of it, but that's just me. That's a soapbox for a few months down the road. West Side Store and Godfather's Pizza. Ask about their rewards program.
Here we go, 3rd and short. Big opportunity for the Muskie defense to get the ball back. Rory goes in motion. He gets it over the left side. He's going to get the first down as Tegan Schmelzer rides him out of bounds. Out at about the 38-yard line, a gain of 9, 1st and 10 Spartans.
Good first down conversion for Pleasant Valley. Just this offense gives you the ability to salt away leads like this because you can score in a hurry or you can kind of slow the tempo down and plod down the field.
Three minutes left, the clock ticking, 49-35 Spartans. 1st and 10, just short of their own 39-yard line. Slavens, he's going to keep it, and he's tripped up. Actually, I think he just fell on his own. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Timeout, Muscatine.
Why is the clock still going?
Jake Mueller called a timeout at least 10, 12 seconds ago, and it finally stopped at 2:33. Yes.
I think we're going to, about 2:44 back on this
They've
clock.
had this issue in both games tonight.
Yeah, that's. If I was going to do a documentary on high school conspiracy theories, clock operation and chain gang at North Scott and Pleasant Valley, respectively, would be on that list.
That's Joel Crosshour fans.
It's hot take. Hot take Friday night.
I was gonna say, wow.
some deep Mississippi Athletic Conference wounds
That's right. Okay.
being tore open here on this evening.
Yeah,
And
Coach Mueller not happy.
so
Called
they're
timeout.
they're trying to figure it out here, and this is a situation where officials just need to communicate with one another, so you don't leave a coach on an island here, feeling like he's not being listened to. This is about expectation management, and this is what's frustrating on the sideline. This is why I spent many years of my coaching career in the press box, because I was the guy who couldn't keep my mouth shut while trying to get this all figured out. So
And
we
now they do grant the timeout.
Well, yeah, because they were trying to figure out the clock, and they weren't allowing the team to come over and be coached during that break while they figured out that clock situation.
That would be what you would call a mere technicality, correct, Joel?
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes. Which that's some detail-oriented officiating of saying, well, we can't let you get some extra timeout. I mean, as long as both teams get it, just let it ride. Come on.
2nd and 9 PV.
I got accused a couple weeks ago of not being enough of a homer, and I think I've made up for that tonight. I'm definitely pro Muskie
I believe
tonight.
I was called out. Not going to go there now, but 2nd down and 9. Pleasant Valley on their own 40. 2:43 left. Slavin's under center.
He's going to keep it.
He's
That's
gonna
a quarterback
keep it
follow.
over the left side, and he's going to get out over the 45. And the Muskies call
They did it
another
again.
timeout.
Like, there should be 2 more seconds on the clock here. So at this point, as a clock operator, my understanding is you should be looking for the timeout because you know the situation.
2:36 left. And it's going to be 3rd down.
We've called
and
timeout.
2.
Why is the head official not signaling the timeout?
That's
this.
Joel's got a catalog of Vision Center questionable calls.
We
today.
may get the year quota just from this one night. and you know what? These guys are doing the best. I hope this is not the best they can, but they're doing whatever they can tonight. And I don't want to be too critical of officials because there is a shortage in the state, and we want these guys to continue to get better. But maybe if you're listening and you're as frustrated as I am, go take the test, become an official. Go to the Iowa High School Athletic Association website and get that officials packet from Boone, because we might need a few extra ones in the bullpen, if you will, Brian. There you go. There's your Iowa High School Athletic Association plug for the night. Brought to you by Harper Cycling and Fitness.
Now they adjusted the clock and have it at 2:40.
Which there was more
we
time.
gained a couple
There was
seconds.
more oh, well, whatever.
We'll take it. Motion man
Sweet.
Rohrer, and he's going to get it over the left side. Rohrer, and he's got a 1st down.
So he's out of bounds. So the clock's going to stop.
1st down PV now into Muskie territory at the 46. Gain of 7 with 2:34. The Muskies are down to 1 timeout.
So we're outside that 2-minute window, so they start the clock.
Nothing but handoffs here. And there's Slavins actually on the keeper again. Inside the 45 to the 43. He'll gain 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense should figure out whatever they can here. Try and get the ball back. Great clips. It's going to be great. Don't forget to download the app.
Score big. They earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since
We went off the
1997,
air.
their hard
This
work
side
has
slipped
earned
down.
over
This thing was off the air.
$70,000 in
There's
donations.
Slavins
for
over the
First
left
National
side,
Bank.
and he's
We are also proud to
inside the
sponsor the
40
Muskie Football Red Zone.
to about the
Can't make it to the
38,
game?
and now
Don't
there's a
miss a minute
timeout
of the excitement.
Muscatine.
Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When my hair's too
Timeout Muskies with 1:25 left. That's their last timeout. As PV will have 3rd down and 2 from the Muskie 38-yard line.
We apologize for the connection there. We had a situation where we lost connection. Maybe the FCC is cutting off some of my hot take rants. But we're back. Thanks to Tim Scott, our engineer, back in the studio.
The FCC, maybe they have some officials that are listening in tonight.
I really don't want to poke the FCC, Bear, but I will poke the Iowa High School Athletic Association and their officials all day long.
Third down and 2 PV from the Muskie 38. Muskies need to stop right here. And there's a toss over the left side, Royer, and he gets down inside the 35, and it looks like he'll get the first down.
And some of my issues with the Zebras tonight have not really made an impact on this game. Pleasant Valley has just made a few more plays. Big plays, explosive plays than Muscatine this evening.
And the clock's running. PV can just take knees all the way out here. Folks, after the game, stay tuned for the Quality Transport postgame show where Joel and I will name our offensive and defensive players of the game tonight for the Muskies. And after the game also, you can watch this on the voiceofmuscatine.com. Facebook game highlight video will be brought to you early in the week as Slavens takes a knee. And after we take our break, some of the stats you're going to hear with Nimley and Slavens and some of these guys. Carson Orr also had a big night. Big offensive numbers by both teams tonight in a very entertaining high school football game.
Yeah, it's a good football game. I mean, it's frustrating when you score 35 points and it doesn't look like you're going to come out on top. But lots of positives to draw from this game, and we can talk a little bit about that in our post-game show.
This should be the final snap as PV's in victory formation. And Slavens gets it, takes a knee, and that'll do it. This game is over, folks. The final from Pleasant Valley High School is the PV Spartans 49, the Muscatine Muskies 35. We're stepping away for 2 minutes, and we'll be back with a Quality Transport post-game show. You're listening to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
When my hair's too long, I'm not...
Hi, this is Maxine Mendoza from the all-new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine.
Come see how they press their tortillas fresh to order. Pick your ingredients and watch them prepare your creation right before your eyes. Try their new wet burrito today. They pack it with tasty chicken, pork, or steak with fresh salsa and guacamole, wrap it together, and smother it with warm queso. It's a Burrito Factory favorite, made right before your eyes. Their ingredients are made fresh each day for you.
Come see the new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine. Like us on Facebook.
Protect your home with Bosch Pest Control. Bed bugs, Asian beetles, spiders, fleas, crickets, termites, moles, and more. Bosch Pest Control uses cutting-edge technology to protect your home from these annoying pests. Bosch Pest Control is always training their technicians so they'll be able to provide you with the best service and protection. Bosch Pest Control, across from Harper's on Grandview Avenue, South Muscatine. Don't squash them, Bosch them.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Home of the 40s, serving Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Iowa City, and the Quad Cities area for years. Pete's Tap serves appetizers, wings, burgers, fish, and more. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 2 a.m. on Friday, 11 to 12 on Saturday, and noon to 10 on Sunday. Pete's Tap has over 30 different sauces for wings. Take advantage of their abundant sauces during Monday's 50-cent wings. Make Pete's Tap your home for wings, beer, and sports. Pete's Tap. So much more than a bar, come as you are. Pete's Tap proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
And we are back at Pleasant Valley High School. Joel Krausar, Brian Musell. It's a final. It's a ball game. 49-35.
Post-game time, Joel, sponsored by Quality Transport. And we thought in the pregame Muscatine would be able to move the football on PV. And we knew PV was explosive and they're tough to game plan for, but we didn't expect what we saw tonight. What an entertaining high school football game. And the Muskies fall short 49-35. Pleasant Valley opened the scoring. Their first possession, their very first play from scrimmage was a 38-yard touchdown run by Caden Kipper, the sophomore. 10:34 left in the first. They led 7-zip. The Muskies responded with a drive of their own, and it was capped off with a 25-yard touchdown pass from Carson Orr to Eli Gay. 7:32 left in the first. PAT good. We're tied at 7. PV took the next drive 80 yards down the field. Max Slavens, and you'll hear his name a lot. He had a huge night. 2-yard touchdown run, 5:39 left. PAT good, 14-7 PV. Pleasant Valley then held 3 and out for the Muskies, got a short punt. Very first play from scrimmage, 42-yard touchdown pass from Max Slavens to Lindmark. And 3:04 left in the first, 21-7 Spartans. And we ended the first quarter there 21-7. Only one touchdown in the second quarter, and that was by the Muskies. And Tim Nimley on a 43-yard touchdown scamper. Tim Nimley had a huge night, and we'll give you some of his numbers. 8:20 to go in the first half, and the Muskies trailed 21-14. The Muskies got down inside the 10 at first and goal at the end of the first half. 4 plays and could not punch it in. They went for it on 4th down. So they went to the halftime locker room trailing 21-14. Pleasant Valley, Matt Koss walking away. Great effort by him as always. Pleasant Valley opened the second half. First drive, 36-yard touchdown pass from Max Slavens to Ben Royer. And at 9:44 left in the third, they led the Muskies 28-14. The Muskies responded immediately, took the very next drive down in a span of less than 2 minutes, and it was capped off on 4th down with a pass from Carson Orr to Eli Gay, 8 yards out, 7:41 left. The PAT was no good. It was blocked, and the Muskies trailed 28-20. Pleasant Valley responded immediately. Again, Max Slavens, 67-yard touchdown run, 7:20 left, and they led the Muskies 35-20 as the PAT was good. And the Muskies weren't done, though. They were battling back in the third quarter. Cooper Zeck on a 1-yard touchdown catch with 2:09 left in the third. They went for the 2-point conversion. It was complete from Orr to Gay, and the Muskies cut this to a 1-score game again at 35-28 as we went into the fourth quarter. Max Slavens, who else? 8-yard touchdown run on their first drive of the fourth quarter with 10:26 left. PAT good. They led the Muskies 42-28. Muscatine responded, marched down the field, and Eli Gay caught a 3-yard touchdown pass from Carson Orr. His second touchdown pass, third of the night. Eli caught 3 touchdown passes. 7:22 left in the fourth quarter. PAT good, and the Muskies trailed 42-35. Max Slavens did it to him again as PV got the football back, and he capped off a drive with a 48-yard touchdown run. 5:53 left in the game. PAT good, and they led 49-35, and that's where the score in the final ended. Some of these stats, Max Slavens threw for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. He ran 24 times for 261 yards. You know, that's well over 10 yards a carry, folks, and 4 touchdowns. Tim Nimley led the Muskies, 32 rushes for 256 yards and a touchdown. Sorry, Eli Gay, don't have your official stats, but you caught 3 touchdown passes. Carson Orr threw for 172 yards tonight and 4 touchdowns. And the Muskies ran for 297. They had 469 total yards. Pleasant Valley had 591 total yards of offense. So we saw over 1,000 yards of total offense tonight. The Muskies allowed 319 yards on the ground, though, and I know that's going to be something. Actually, 433. I get the number over here. 433 on the ground. That's going to be a number that won't certainly sit well with the Muskie coaching staff. And the final tonight, and I'm almost out of wind, PV 49 and the Muskies 35. Joel, your recap.
Yeah, just lots of scoring, lots of offense on both sides of the ball. This is one that, a defensive staff, you look at the film and you got some stuff you want to address on both sides, whether you're a PV coach or a Muscatine coach. But you have to take each game as one individual ecosystem, if you will. Muscatine got in a shootout situation, so that affects play calling on both sides of the ball. Sometimes you have to gamble a little bit more, trying to get a big play, and that can ultimately turn into some big plays for the opponent if you don't get the tackle or the sack or there was one on Slavin's I think 63-yard touchdown run that he had. He was hit 2 yards in the backfield, broke a tackle, and goes. So that's one situation where if a tackle's made, it's a loss, and those are things that you learn from as a player. And there's still a lot moving forward for both of these teams. PV's trying to win a district title or get to that top 2 spot. Muscatine's trying to hold on to one of those top 2 spots as well and position themselves, if they aren't able to do that, get into a wild card spot. So this is a big game. We kind of said before this could be a big factor. North won tonight, so they're 5-1 for the first time in program history.
Beat City High in overtime.
So this district is still very much a toss-up, and tonight, though, what's not a toss-up is our CBI Bank and Trust players of the game. On defense, I'm going to give it to Tak Portia. He doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet a lot in this game, but he had some key tackles that actually stopped big plays from happening. And I love to see a kid, when what looks like a breakaway touchdown, still run the play down and give your team a chance to make the tackle inside the 5-yard line. It didn't happen. Slavin did score on it. But those are the little things. Those are the things that you love to see a guy make. It's effort, and I want to reward that effort. So Tak Portia, player of the game on defense. On offense, I think I want to give it to Carson Orr. He's a guy who's surrounded by playmakers, and Nimley and Zek and Gay and some of the other guys on this team. Shalangowski, big run. But Carson Orr efficiently, effectively ran that offense tonight, had some big completions, huge completion to Brady McDaniel, and 3 touchdown passes to Eli Gay. 4 touchdown passes total. 3 to Eli Gay.
And 1 to Zach.
Yeah,
yes.
1 to Zach. So Carson Orr, offensive player of the game.
Terrific. And we're not slighting Tim Nimley's 256
no, not at all.
by any stretch, but I agree. What a great effort tonight. Joel, final thoughts going into next week?
Flush it, move forward. That's really all you can do. PV's one that stings. I mean, because you get to see these kids in every other sport you play them against. But you never know. You might get a chance to see them again on your way to the Dome.
PV improves to 2-4, 1-1 in District 6. The Muskies fall to 4-2, 1-1 in District 6. A lot of football left. 3 big games ahead for the Muskies and the Spartans. And the Muskies lose a heartbreaker, not a heartbreaker, but a tough one tonight. 49-35 to Pleasant Valley. For everybody in the KWPC staff, Chris Anderson standing behind me, Tim Lissy in studio doing a fine job bumping us in and out of breaks, Jordan Davis and all of his guys out there. Thank you so much for all you do. My partner, Joel Crossauer. I'm Brian Musell signing off from Pleasant Valley High School, the final, Pleasant Valley 49 and the Muskies 35. Thanks for listening to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.